do believe it's time to light this candle. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Sean closing his window because he forgot to before the stream started, to the liberation of Geoff, where we plan to liberate Geoff from a bunch of really angry giants who seem to be working with some more nefarious creatures as well. But before we get into all that, welcome to the Greyhawk channel. It is an amazing place for you to watch D&D almost, or actually every day, I think every day. So you should hit that follow button. Also, we have amazing sponsors, supporters, and all sorts of other stuff that I need to bring up right now so that I can read them appropriately. First and foremost, we would like to thank our Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers for all of our games are powered by Roll20, the world's leading virtual tabletop. And now the Greyhawk channel is officially supported by Roll20, and you can try it out at roll20.net. Heroic Maps is our battle map sponsor. You can check out their library of more than 300 maps on DriveThruRPG. You should also check out Tabletop Loot and enter Greyhawk in the coupon code box to get 15% off your dice order. Of course, our Patreon and Twitch subscribers can join us in our private Discord and get coupon codes to Rue Inc., Devin Rue's amazing map and art site, and Cantrip Candles. So please, do all of those amazing things because we love you and we want to give you cool things. All right, and with that, let's go around and say hi to all of these amazing humans. As I turn down the music in my ears a little bit, let's start with Shauna.
Oh, hey, Shauna playing Cirrus. Playing Lady Madeline Arkenwald, Human Noble Ranger, and Rogue. And that's it.
And sadly, Colin cannot be here. Oh, yeah?
It's an internet outage will not stop this time.
Yeah.
This is any Roll20 things. Roll20 working wonderful on an iPad with this ramshackle setup I have.
Good luck. All right.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely. And sadly, Colin cannot be here this evening. He is off being angry elsewhere. We love Zippy. But yes, he is out. He got called away unexpectedly and is unable to make the game today. I will be NPCing his character if combat should arise. And otherwise, he'll just hang back and grumble. Abby.
Do you have enough insults in your backlog for when we're back together?
Yes, I hope so.
You should be grateful because Colin is the best way to start combats, as we've learned.
Half of all combats brought to you by Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Abby. Just because you put food in your mouth just then.
Perfect.
My name is Abby, and I'm currently eating a salad, but today that does not matter because I'm going to be playing the gnome druid Eliwick Humblebumble, who likes to heal people's bodies and minds. And she also has a pig named Sir Bacon, so...
Indeed. 4.
Hello! I will be playing the Orc Cleric of Luthic! Rolf Homden! But you may call me Rolf. I'm here to make sure you don't die, and that other people do. Particularly giants.
Particularly giants. Indeed.
Particularly giants. Ang.
Hang on a sec. I'm also sending out a tweet letting people know we're live. Brit!
Well, Britt has decided that since we are in Sir Lawrence's hometown and things are just getting a little too emotional, that Britt's actually gonna leave for this introduction. And I'm going to be introducing Britt because I heard that Skip to Marlou had a bad day. So hello, Mia. And Britt is at Atomic Firebird. And they're very nervous, so forgive them. Okay.
That was so unbelievable.
It's so
all right. It's been 2 weeks since we've played.
Happy at the beginning before we get all
we get all turned dark. Before we begin playing, who can tell me what happened last week? Or 2 weeks ago?
I was gonna say, oh no! Get him back! Save him! Okay, good. I was gonna say, if Britt wanted to, because this is your supposed hometown, but if you require, dramatic flair, I can give a somewhat summary.
I would be happy to have you do the dramatic flair version.
I was about to say he could do dramatic flair, but if you need incoherent ramblings, I got you.
All right, 4, go.
I'm gonna do it. We're going to go to the besieged hometown, not of Rolf, but of regular humans. And we are going to liberate it from giants, particularly because we have quite a large agenda. We are trying to get to a rather rude particular giant that escaped our previous battle at the stronghold. This map is so vast. I'm
It is
lost.
so Pregmere.
Pregmere.
Yes,
Pregmere's Keep.
Yes.
And before I left, we did have a little scuffle with some rangers, guerrilla rangers, who are trying to wage private battles with traps and ambushes. We had trouble with that, so we left because we were rude, and then they cut off my fingers. And
A little.
You love it,
It got
don't
better.
you?
It got better.
They got better. They got better.
And I know that we had to go south. I cannot find. It's not Talbera, right? Or
No,
is
it's
it
Gorna.
Gorna? Okay.
Yes.
But we were able to get within its barriers. There are a lot of slaves, a lot of farms, a lot of giants, and Fomorians, I believe. And all of them we must evade. Well, we decided to not do that and free some slaves who looked like they were being argued over. And we were like, why are they arguing over you? And they were like, well, they're evil. And they're trying to take, well, they already took over, so we don't really, we're a big family. Would you like to meet the family? And it is a very impressive group of lovers, companions, and sadly not the brave warriors we sought. But I expect we will find some way, if not to liberate Gorna, capital of Job, to at least stem the growing tide, because there is some discontent between the Fomorians and the Giants, as I understand it.
There is
maybe
indeed.
we can perhaps use that to our advantage. I will run out of spell slots before that happens, however. So that's, as I understand it, where we stand currently. We are out of the risky business of being discovered by the Giants and the Fomorians alike.
Yes.
But we do have the question of what to do now.
That is where we'll pick up, I believe.
Yeah. So, just to round all of that out a little bit. Whoa, that's the wrong Giants folder. I had an old... it doesn't matter. That was the wrong Giants folder. Please hold. Is that...
You have so much on hand.
Yeah, whatever. It's cool. That is from an old game. It doesn't matter anymore. Yes, our party, deep behind enemy lines, is seeking to get down to a frost giant keep deep within the Steric Mountains. On the way, the High Command of the Liberation Forces asked them to stop by the capital, Gorna, to see what's going on there. It also happens to be the home of the family of one of our party members. And also if they can get over there, Cairnsmore, which was rumored to be still under siege after 3 years, which is the home of another one of our party members, Eliwick. And so we find our party now having successfully snuck into the city, currently sitting over on the Fomorian side, as the city has, on its interior, seems to be fought over between fire giants and Fomorians. And on the Fomorian side, we find our party now deep in a basement above a destroyed building, with a family who offered to take them to meet a doctor who could possibly take them to meet the resistance.
That's
in
right.
Gorna.
Doctor.
Doctor. And with that, one of I think I called her Lorelei, was the kind of the matriarch of this family, asks, is there anything you need to do before we get going?
I need to arm wrestle the strongest member of your family.
You don't happen to have like coffee or anything, do you?
Oh no, we haven't had coffee in ages.
Do you know how much coffee a giant drinks?
Too much coffee.
There's no point in hoarding it. It's gone in one gulp.
How dare. But yeah, I think we're ready. Is everybody ready? Yeah, we're ready.
Ready whenever everybody's ready.
All right.
Give me the boss.
I think so.
And just as a friendly reminder, Filbert, Avala, and Harshnag are all waiting outside the city for you all to come back out.
Right.
So it is literally at the moment just Maddie, Ellie, Rolf, and Lawrence with this group, and only Lorelei's gonna go with you, and she'll look around and go, okay, come on, let's get out of here. And she will kind of walk up these almost destroyed steps up into the light of day, where there is, if you've seen pictures, I described this in the last game as well, but of like any city destroyed by any sort of bombing during World War II, that is what the area around you looks like at the moment. It is just like corners of buildings and like random odd things, like over there half of a building is destroyed, but weirdly on the top floor there's still a perfectly set table. Just this absurdity of destruction around you in the center of the city here. And she'll poke out at first and go, all right, I need you all to make stealth checks. I mean, we must be very quiet on our way there.
Repeat that. I thought I heard something.
Yeah, we have +10. I think multiple party members can cast Pass Without a Trace, so I think we can have that going as well. Make everything.
Yes. Advantage. Because my armor is heavy.
So you got a 12, okay.
I
Ugh.
did.
A 19.
I'm just gonna cast Pass Without a Trace because I can do it.
It is assumed, being that both of you have two people with Pass Without a Trace batteries, essentially, that somebody has it on at all times.
Yep. No, basically, yeah, my staff is at all times. I'm passing without a trace. Do I still have to roll stealth? I'm guessing, yes.
Yes.
Ew.
Because like me, you might roll a beautiful.
8
Yeah, okay, alright.
+10.
Or no, 8.
Better.
No, I just rolled an 8.
Plus 10.
No, 18. Shit. Yeah, I mean 18. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Right. I have to make one quick roll just to see. /1d20. Because somebody rolled low enough that maybe.
Oh, who could it be?
I just don't know.
Cool. Lorelei will peek her head out and she'll just be like, "Follow me, come on." And as she begins to take you through the city, and for the first 2 or 3 blocks that you move, it is still this riot of destruction and rubble and almost, Sir Lawrence, almost incomprehensible. Like, this does not look like the city you remember. But you see something strange hovering above you as you pass beyond these ruins. This side of the city, the entirety of it has been covered. It's as if they took wood and planks and rubble and laid it over top of the roofs of the buildings across this entire half of the city beyond the no man's land, and created an area completely and permanently in shade. As you cross into it, you realize that the streets here have been widened a little bit by simply just carving away the buildings. Sorry for bumping the mic. And that many of the buildings have had their second floors carved away to provide single-story abodes for the Fomorians living here. This area has been almost completely changed into a warren for underground giants living above ground. Every once in a while, an occasional shaft of light will flick through, but it's almost as if you walked from day to night moving in here. And while there is still enough light for you to see, it's not pure darkness, it's not pure night. The change is stark, claustrophobic, and a little bit terrifying. As you move through these this changed part of the city. Lorelei and Maddie, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 1 second. 20.
Okay. Between you and Lorelei, you're able to scope out a couple of different patrols that move by, and it tends to be Verbeg along with one or two of the Fomorians as well. But you see them easily enough, and unless you choose to confront them, there will be 3 along your way. But unless you all choose to confront them, you'll be able to skirt by them easily.
Well, maybe we keep our profile low until we meet the resistance here, and we can figure something
Alan's
out.
not here. We don't have to alert them, so we'll be fine. I mean, yeah, Colin's here. Is Colin here with us, like in game? I forget.
No, not yet. You're about to actually link back up with him.
Okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin's not here, so we don't have any reason to attract attention.
So on this side, it's very big with Fomorian leadership. Okay.
Yep. That does seem to be the case.
Okay.
And so you'll be taken through a couple of alleys that were never actually fully widened out. And so it doesn't look like giants. It looks like a Verbig could move through here, but giants certainly could not. You're taken into a what looked like it used to be a shop. Maybe it sold like bolts of clothing. There are these racks along the walls, some of which are still not destroyed, but there's certainly nothing on those racks anymore. And in the back, there is a series of steps. As you walk down on the, seem like how when you walk down steps, there's kind of that flat piece that's like, you pass your head and kind of have to duck under, right, where the floor kind of meets the level of the stairway. There's a vertical bit to that, and on it is painted a silver sword with a red rose. And as you head down there, you see, sitting on a bunk nearby is Colin. And Sir Lawrence, at first you don't recognize him because he's moving quickly and shouting a lot, and you never really thought of him as being the most aggressive person. He didn't really make it in neither of your considerations. Very honest, sort of leaving when it happened. But Daniel McCoyne, your former squire and now a halfling surgeon, or a gnomish surgeon, seems to be in here shouting orders, working to ensure that some wounded people don't die. As you come in, you see a number of beds with wounded folks on them, and Colin stands up and goes, "This is not your Sir Lawrence, right? Because this person's kind of stupid." And
I'm ignoring Colin and moving directly towards Dr. McCoyne. Tenny!
Sir Lawrence?
You're alive!
You're alive?
This is a glorious day!
What? How the hell did you get into this city?
It's a long story, but I have some very, very talented companions here. Come meet them.
Wait, you can't be the same. What? Says Colin, and he begins to insult in different ways as this happens. But yes.
I go up and I kind of kick Colin in the shin, being like, "You guys know each other? That's awesome."
Yes, I was Sir Lawrence's squire for a while.
You must be really, really lucky. Sir Lawrence is like, we really wouldn't be a party without him. He's kind of the glue that holds all of us together, if you will, with optimism and with encouragement.
Oh, he's amazing. How are you?
No, Daniel was a very, very good squire. He just, some people would rather help people and some people would rather, sick people with the pointy end of a sword. And Daniel was, more of a help people sort of lad. And I can't begrudge him that. It was very important. And goodness, it probably kept you alive. But yes, this is Eliwick.
Hello?
Eliwick is a wonderful lady.
I was about to say, doctor, gnomish doctor. You're a gnomish doctor too.
Halfling?
Right.
Yeah. Doctor?
Oh,
Doctor. I mean,
we're going to get to that, obviously. Yes, Lady Ellie, or Miss Ellie, sorry, is.
You can call me lady. It's okay.
Lady Ellie.
She kind of curtsies very fancily.
He kind of bows very fancily.
I think Lawrence will sort of pause for a beat before moving on to the rest, because this is interesting.
I need a bandage! You!
Yes, and this is Lady Madeline, and she's very talented. Better at killing things than most of us.
Hello, nice to meet you.
But, in the good way,
Yes, yes.
I'll reach out my hand to shake. Done very well here.
Well, I mean,
Extremely difficult.
they keep the bodies flowing through.
And this is Rolf. Very, very intensely powerful and cleric of Luthic.
That was the one I was waiting for, of Luthic.
Okay, of Luthic. Yes, nice, very good. Okay.
First order
nice to
of
meet you.
business, so-called doctor.
Kept many of us alive multiple times. Very, very good.
I placed my hand on his shoulder, and Rolf tries to sense if this
Doctor.
knows of any wounds that bear children.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes. People have kids all the time.
Oh no.
Even in this dire time that this city is in, this human city.
People can't help loving each other.
I suppose that's a trait that is beneficial to this society.
Yes. Angry person?
Well,
We've had a very long trip, but the four of us have gone on several adventures at this point with Colin. He's,
Yes.
here sometimes.
He seemed to not like you very much. Grumble, 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 insult, grumble, grumble.
Kick him in the shin.
Yes, well,
Rolf laughs. He's very amused.
Colin
Colin can be a little sarcastic at times. He means well deep down in his cold heart.
He
Yeah,
judges
really.
those that are unworthy. If you have his criticism, you must have done so.
For that, sure.
Okay.
But
how can we help here?
yes, we are here to help. That is the point.
Do you have an army with you?
I think Ellie is going to actually start looking around at the different patients because he seemed like he was pretty busy. Is there any immediate way that she can help just doing various checking?
Make a medicine check.
Will do.
I hunt for those bearing children,
Yeah.
and I give them blessings of Luthic, so that their child may be strong.
There's one woman in the back who looks pretty close to having a child at the moment.
Oh my goodness!
Why? Why?
Piggy. Everyone gets their moment, Abby.
Just saying.
You can
I'm really
have-
looking forward to this. But in
if
Ellie,
you can have a pig as your companion.
You can have a baby human as yours, yeah.
I
Abby is
Oh.
very, very excited about this. Eliwick as a character is not as excited about this. She's very much like, oh no, don't get him started. Oh no, we're gonna be here forever.
I need sage.
Is he trained to make babies happen?
Just give it to him.
I
I'm
do not
sure
make
I'll-
babies happen.
You know,
It's
make them
not
come
my
out.
problem, my tribe.
He doesn't
Okay.
make them happen. He just makes them happen
I
safer, I think.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on him. It'll be fine.
Okay.
good.
Well, they're
gracious.
doing that, and Abby, you definitely see a couple of folks who could use an extra helping hand. It's obvious that Daniel is some sort of low-level cleric, and he's able to do some minor healing spells and stuff like that, but not like he's not like y'all in terms of like high mystical whammy power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just, without being told or without asking. I'm just gonna go around and like check all of the patients and do what I can while giving out little advice or notes as I go along. Like, okay, next time he comes here, tell him that every 2.5 hours you see this, crush this up, put it on your wound every 2.5 hours. You got this.
Okay.
Fine.
It smells kind of funny though.
What do you expect? It's gonna heal you. Just do it. I promise. You'll be fine.
Sir Lawrence, what? Well, how can you help? You can get these people away from us. Whoa! Wait a minute.
Yo,
Yes, well, we're here to get people out of here. Yes. That's gonna have gone right over Lawrence's head.
Can you come with me for a second? We should have a talk to the side.
Just me, or may I have, lady?
Well, if you
Madeline
You have
as well?
privacy, or I can
if
I can help
if you
with it.
trust her enough for family matters, then yes, of course. But
Yes, Lady Madeline can come with us.
Okay.
I was about to say I'm gonna be over. Let me know when you're done talking.
All right. Well, you good. Yeah, these people. Take care of them.
so this is that symbol you saw as you came in is a symbol of the resistance here. What little there is of us.
I had gathered that much upon coming in.
We used to be much more effective than before, and in fact, your mother and sister were two of the leaders of the resistance, but they were rounded up about a week ago with a number of other resistance leaders, and it kind of shattered everything. So if you really wanted to help, maybe you could rescue them.
I'm sorry.
I know that's a lot of information. Your mother and sister are alive. Your younger sister are alive and captured by some fire giants in a POW camp on the other side of the river. Yeah.
Already other my family members alive? Did you hear anything about Lorenzo?
Those are the only two I know about.
But Larissa's alive.
Yes.
Oh. Lawrence is gonna clap him on the back, which he's small, isn't he? That's kind of yeah. It's like when I do it to Filbert. You have brought me good. You have brought me excellent news this day.
I'm glad to do it, sir.
It was our intent to come into the city and take out as many who were willing to leave as possible. So that sounds like a reasonable place to start, I think.
I don't know how many people you're going to be able to sneak out, but we could cause a lot of trouble if we get them back out of the pen.
The pen.
The prison camp.
That sounds horrifying. All right.
Yes.
But they're alive. Most of the
They were a week
Capture.
ago.
if it is anything like Bregmere and what the orcs went through, we will no doubt survive.
Oh, Rolf, you're here. Good. I thought you were delivering.
Am I here? Should I leave?
No,
You were delivering a baby.
I thought you were delivering a baby, so I only
You
brought Lady.
I haven't rolled for it. I wouldn't know.
Make a medicine check. You're delivering a baby.
Child, come forth into this plane. Luther commands it.
Can Ellie kind of be standing back? And if they need help, Eliwick will be there to offer assistance.
They need a little help for Rolf, not as familiar with human physiology and the intricacies of baby popping out as he tends to be with the orc and half-orc physiology.
Mother is not strong enough.
Wait,
She
wait,
Cut her open! No! Wait!
Rolf, no, that's not. No, stop. Come here.
You're
Her hips.
watch. Nope. That.
They're not orc made. They do not have Ludwig's blessing.
Just watch. It's a little bit different, I'm sure, but we'll get through this. Just don't do that again, please. Kind of fragile.
I'm cheering her on. That's all I can do, okay?
No, I'll have him, like, I'll kind of show him what to do. I'm sure Ellie will be like, no, a little bit more, whatever.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
There's an ancient ritual. Hold my hand, dear.
Breathing exercises.
Ah-hoo! Ah-hoo!
Yeah.
Ah.
D&D brought to you by Lamaze. That's right. That's the sort of D&D content you can expect on Monday nights here on the Greyhawk channel. But we cut back to Sir Lawrence Madeline and Dr. McCoy. Not Dr. McCoy, mind you. Dr. McCoy. Was that intentional?
No, I actually stole the name from a good friend's LARP character, and now I see what they were doing with it. Thanks, Danny. Whoops.
Damn it, Sir Lawrence, I'm a doctor, not a resistance fighter.
Yep, I didn't realize that he did that.
Okay, so what is the state of the current resistance at the moment?
Shattered. All the leadership happens to be penned up. The leader of the fire giants decided that it would be a good time to stop all this nonsense and, kill them. I don't know if they're all still alive or not yet. But yeah, not super great.
What?
Well, we're going to find out.
Hens. How big are they? How many?
Well, they took a city block, I believe, and turned it into a camp.
Okay. Well, Sir Lawrence, we'll do everything we can. We'll get them out.
Yes,
Or to the
yes.
city.
To be honest, we really didn't know how much there was going to be to save in here, and knowing that there is resistance at all is very heartening.
Yes. Well, the only reason that the resistance has survived as long as it has is because Isaac and Hephaestus keep fighting each other. One of the two of them control the whole city. There'd be no space for us at all.
Do you think that they're distracted with that enough that we can get everyone else out of the city?
Everyone? There's probably 60 or 70,000 people in this city. Living in holes and warrens and
one more on the way.
That's
slave
probably
pens
too
and
many.
POW camps.
So in that case, you said, do you have an army? And it seems as if we do. That is a lot of people.
That is a lot of starving, emaciated people who have been in a city under siege for 3 years. Think they can fight a war?
You are right.
Taking that many people across back to Preston might be undoable, considering the amount of hardship these people have faced. They might be better sticking it out over here in the city, doing what they can. They're entrenched. They've survived for 3 years. If people need to leave, they can leave, but it might be better for them to not all make the journey back.
Well, that is a good point. If there's anyone that really wants to come, then we can help get small amounts out, I think. But you're both right.
You give us your sister and your mother back, be starting something. I would imagine you are the vanguard of some sort of larger thing.
We are sort of, I think, in the information, trying to carve out any advantages that we can possibly muster phase. We have made some strides, yes. We've got rid of a fort, and we've liberated some orcs.
Oh, good.
Are on our side.
So no
Hot
actual free peoples.
Oh, Hotchluck is in the army's control now, the Liberation armies.
That's good to hear.
We're here to soften them up while the army regroups, and eventually they'll make their push further west and come.
Knowing that someone's coming will reinvigorate the resistance here. Knowing that someone's coming and liberating the leaders of it we could do some serious damage and open this place up for you. By the time,
And this is why we bring Lady Maddie, because she retains all the information, and I just try to lead everyone on. Not lead, encourage. I'm a little bit flustered. I would like to see my mother. That would be wonderful. Oh my. And Lawrence is gonna find like the nearest like box or something and just plop down and start kind of like breathing, like trying to psych himself back up.
Seems like the war's been hard on you, Sir Lawrence.
I've taken a few facts as truth and had to bury them already. I had just assumed that they were all dead, and knowing that they were all dead was difficult, but I have already been moving on from it. And this tiny piece of hope, if they were captured a week ago, they might not be alive anymore, and knowing that they were alive all that time and I could have saved them and I didn't, only to be just a week late. I need a drink.
He pulls out a flask and hands it to you. It's my best medicinal whiskey. Enjoy.
I think the rest of my party will be agreeable to this extraction.
So, good. And he looks over at Eliwick real quick. And then he looks back at you and goes, is, she single?
It has not once yet occurred to me to ask, but
That's fair.
I can find out.
Yeah, I'll leave it anyways, don't worry about it. Unless you plan on setting down roots here in the middle of a giant occupation, I guess it doesn't matter.
You could always come with us. Who knows? Love has sprung forth from stranger circumstances.
It's true. Well, let's see how the next few days go and go from there.
Yes. Thank you.
What happens next, team?
I guess Maddie will talk to the doctor and just say, is there anyone that knows the city that's stealthy, so we can get some reconnaissance on these pens and see if there's people there and the people that we need.
So the thing is, we were pretty separated, the folks on this side and the folks on the other side. But that doesn't mean that we can't get you across. What I can try and do is, we used to have a signal system for the folks on the other side of the river, and we can get you up to the river and send up a signal, and if somebody responds, we can maybe get you a guide on the other side.
Okay, that sounds doable. Do they patrol the river
Yes.
frequently?
Yes, that's... So, just to... do you want the full lay of the land? Is that... Yeah, I think it'd be easier to just give you the context. Okay. So, when they first took the place over, there was another fire giant in charge. It doesn't matter what his name is. He became ill very quickly. He had two lieutenants, a Fomorian named Ral Izek, and a fire giant named Hephaestus Ironmane. He did not leave anyone in charge when he died, and so, soon enough, all the Fomorians formed up under Ral Izek, and all of the fire giants formed up under Hephaestus Ironmane, and while they choose to work together outside the city in order to feed themselves, and maintain security, but inside the city, it is a constant battle for supremacy and has been for the last 2.5 years. that area you see in the center there is, we call it no man's land or the front line or the river line or whatever, and it's sporadic, sometimes daily skirmishes along it between the two. And Ral's actually in a barracks only maybe 5 blocks from here that he turned into his own home. It's an old knight. Actually, you might find this ironic, Sir Lawrence. It's your old barracks. That is where Ral Isaac has set up his cabal leading this side of the city.
How distasteful.
And there's a merchant villa over on the west side. I don't remember whose it is. I haven't been over there much. That's Hephaestus' headquarters.
And there's an uneasy alliance between the two.
Well, outside the walls. There is no alliance inside the walls. They actively seek to undermine each other's security and grab land from each other, neither of them getting all that far.
Sir Lawrence, do you
Yes.
think this is doable too? Maybe, like, find out a way to first of all, free the resistance and your family. But then afterward, we could upset the balance of this by taking out both of the heads, just the heads, and let the others fight it out amongst themselves.
Even if I didn't think it was doable, I would cast a spell to make myself think it was, because this sounds very important.
The army will take some time, and having each side destabilized with power struggles might give the people here some amount of relief and be able to eke out some sort of living, get the people out if they need to, and survive until they reclaim the area.
I think you have a good idea.
So maybe set up a meeting with the see if we can get contact with the other side, and then we'll take it from there, see what their information looks like before we proceed. That sound good?
Yes, that's agreeable.
And we will get them back. If they're alive, we'll get them alive. I promise.
I appreciate that.
She put her hand on your shoulder and just kind of like, just give you a very serious like look at them.
This is a lot more hope than I've honestly allowed myself to have, despite all the talk I have about hope. So
at least you have that. And we'll make it reality. Well, let's see what the others are doing. I can't imagine those noises.
Heave-ho!
I can't tell if it's successful or he's killing everybody in the hospital. We should
Ralph,
probably check on
Ralph,
them.
no, do not smack the baby's back that
Oh, no.
hard. No, give her the baby.
Not aiming for the back, you fool. It's
Yep, the baby's alive. You just didn't.
listen to the cry of life. It will grow strong. Its bellows will ring.
Good job,
how
Rolf.
terrified is this mother that an orc just comes over and starts screaming at her?
She now has the baby in her arms.
Do I have less?
Did really good, Mom.
Guidance for the next baby's action. For the ability to make of its choice, the baby has guidance.
You see this, and it pops on you directly on your chest, Rolf. Yeah.
Yes. Release the poison. Your stomach is now clean and without blemish.
And the time of birth is
Afternoonish.
37 p.m.
Well, no, by later tonight. We do it by moon shape. That way everybody has a birthday.
Congratulations, you have a healthy baby boy.
Yay! I'm so happy. Thank you so much. And you're terrifying, but thank you, Ellie, and the doctor, and Rolf, I guess, a little, but thank you all. Woo. Yeah, okay.
Thank Luthic.
No?
Good, Ralph.
Yes? Okay.
Just thank Luthic. Just thank Luthic. He'll be gone soon. Just
Thank Luthic! I thank Luthic! I thank Luthic! Luthic! Thank Luthic!
Praise
job. You
be.
did good.
Okay.
Hey, Rolf, that was really, really good. You did a good job carrying out Luthic's grand purpose. Good job. First human delivery.
No, this is not my first. This is my
You've
third.
delivered humans before?
Yes, this is my third human.
You're okay. Well, never mind. My bad. I didn't mean to assume. She's like backtracking hardcore.
To be fair, it is the second mother, but by no means is it the first.
Well, you still did very well. Congratulations. That was very insightful to watch.
I'm glad there's much to learn from the old ways.
Yes.
But we must go even further. We must now cleanse this city of the giants' climactic reign as best we can. Sir Lawrence!
Oh yeah, where'd they go?
They're sitting over in a corner talking in hushed tones with the doctor.
Oh.
Doctor, I've done what you could not.
I've delivered babies before.
This one will have a name that will have none of your influence on.
Okay.
Sir Lawrence,
I don't
I hope
normally
in this-
assist in the naming of children.
What?
I deliver
Lawrence.
the babies. I'm not a part of their family.
Well, Sir Lawrence, thank you for distracting the doctor so I could have this brief moment of purity in my life. I am very gracious.
I'm very happy that you're happy.
Yes. Now, how can I make your gloomy exterior smile?
Ellie just kind of collapses behind Rolf, just like
Whose gloomy exterior do you mean?
Yours.
Well,
You've had a discussion of great weight and dark fates.
if you are all amenable, I would perhaps require some assistance in extricating some of my family from a prison.
Oh. Well, we've done that before. Just,
This is true.
Now,
Then-
did you know that your family was here, or is this a surprise to you? I know that you didn't really know what was going on in the city before this.
No, I had no idea. This is a surprise.
So, at least, for all we know, they're still alive. That's very encouraging.
It's
We'll
been
go and we'll help.
it's been
no
3
questions
years, yes. Okay. Well, then you have the blessings of Luthic on this important mission. We'll see certain that your kin is safe and protected.
I appreciate it. Lady Madeline, can you perhaps fill them in on?
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, Sir Lawrence's family are high ups in this resistance, and
Ooh.
in due resistance, they have been captured, and so we're gonna try and make contact with the people on the other side of the river, see if they know anything, and get them out. Also, we know that the Fomorians and the Fire Giants are in a little bit of a power struggle, and it may be worth it to assassinate the two heads and let the rest squabble, giving these people some amount of relief and enough time to recover until the army comes in.
Well, I had thought that this would be a rather dismal stay in your so-called capital.
It still is the capital.
In your...
The giants are here.
Very well, fine.
Well, what happens if we kill the two heads? That's my question. Someone
The
will
others will
surely. Well, somebody surely will step up as the leader eventually.
I will! I will lead the giants.
Rolf.
I'm just kidding. It would be
Eventually. But not having the two heads, they'll have time between the two sides, Fomorians and the Fire Giants. They'll fight amongst themselves until they find a leader, and they'll still have the other side to fight with. Then, at least at that point, they won't focus on the people here.
Is there any way maybe we could make it look like an assassination? Make it look like whoever from the other side was the one who killed, so that way the two sides are going to be fighting against themselves instead of, let's say, starting killing all of these people for no reason.
Yes.
That's my only worry.
That's a wonderful idea. Make it.
Ellie, that is a tremendous idea, but you must remember we are dealing with giants and Fomorians. The Fomorians are clearly too dense to follow for such a trap.
Well, we have an easy way of make it seem like the Fire Giants did the killing. And look at Sir Lawrence. That weapon, it's fire, correct?
Yes.
We can make a show of it. Once we kill them, we can put the appropriate wounds, fiery wounds, and we'll see what we can do.
Burn the headquarters, yes. Also, this time I'm going to turn to the doctor. How
Yes.
much communication do all of does not just the resistant, but all of the humans have? Is there? Obviously there's not a line of communication, but how fast does information get around?
I mean, there are people. The most difficult thing would be to get the information across the river. That is the hard. It will spread as information spreads on either side.
Okay.
As you saw, people live here still, and some of them live relatively unfettered, even if unfed and malnourished and constantly under assault.
Okay. Now,
But yeah,
we obviously can't free all of these people. However, if the resistance somehow made a system of either communication or escape, I don't know how well y'all are about traveling the city, but the way we came in, I'll say kind of the way we came in, if we have a distraction big enough, such as perhaps assassinating the two heads, if the information was out that something were to happen around a certain day, would that encourage people to at least try to escape? I want to make this so as many people can escape as possible.
it may, but I'm afraid the loss of life might be incredible. It's not that people wouldn't try to rise up. They have in the past, and they have been crushed.
Yes.
Even in disarray, it's risking a lot of lives. And I know a lot of the people here would risk it, but that blood would be on us. If that is worthwhile, I will follow your lead. Sir Lawrence, you've always been a far wiser leader than I. But the cost is the death of innocent civilians. People who have survived this long, only to know that possibly only a few days' march away there is an army.
I'm going to turn to Sir Lawrence, and these are your people. However, I know how hard it is to make a decision while being emotionally invested or emotionally compromised. You don't have to take this all on by yourself, obviously. However, if you feel strongly, I will follow your lead.
These are your people.
These aren't just my people. These are our people. We are all citizens of Geoff.
Yeah. Yes.
So the decision is not just mine, is what I'm trying to go with there.
Okay, so out of context, the army coming. I can't remember if there's nobody coming specifically to this.
No, I think that
No.
was a misunderstanding on
months.
the
I
behalf
think
of on the behalf of the doctor.
So you all know that the army is going to attempt to set up shop in Pregnir. That is not a few days march away. That is probably 2 weeks march away.
It's going to be
For full
months, I
army.
think. Correct. If that.
But that's, I don't know, to me that's a light at the end of the tunnel. But some may rise up, some may not. I don't know. It's, I don't know. Like, if you think you can raise the whole city in a moment of fury and confusion and that the balance will escape, it may be worth the cost.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
deal with that once we get the other heads of the resistance back.
Yes, that's something to think about. Good. Thank you. That's something to think about. Maybe not right now. Heads of the resistance first.
Because there are thousands of people here, correct?
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. I've led escaping Hotchlove after the city was raised. There were a couple thousand, but the road is long. There are predators, there's parasites here that will try and take them. Of 1,000, perhaps only a few hundred will actually make it across if you decide to take that distance. So that's something to think about.
All right. That is something we can also discuss with the resistance leaders, I believe, as well. We can give them all of the information, and perhaps they will have some insight that we don't.
Yes.
Right now, and I turn to Sir Lawrence. Let's go see about your family.
Daniel, or what? Am I supposed to be calling you Dr. McCoy? Well,
Call me Daniel, Dr. Coin,
Danny.
Oh, Danny boy.
Frederick. No, don't call me Frederick. That's weird.
In all this time that I've been away and you've been here, struggling.
Yeah.
Have you heard any news of Lord Weatherby?
I know he was last sighted on the walls during the siege. I've heard no word of him since.
Thank you.
I'm gonna lean into the doctor, be like, "Who's Lord Weatherby?"
That's not for me to tell you.
Damn it. Okay. Gonna lean out of the frame.
All right then.
Okay.
River.
Go team, go.
Knowledge!
Knowledge! So your plan is to go to the river, where you will signal across the river in the hopes that someone responds to act as a guide for you once you reach the fire giant side. Is that correct?
That would be helpful, yes.
Excellent. And then make your way to the POW camp, where Sir Lawrence's sister, possibly, and mother may still be alive. That sounds like a good plan. I like it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So,
We were all basically still all like healed up and stuff, right?
I don't think we fought anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There was some spells used sneaking in, but you did not do the balance of the fighting.
Yeah, I have the spells icon for on my staff. I mean, on my bow. So.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
So Daniel say, I'm not gonna take you. I got too much work here, but I'll have one of my assistants take you down to the river. Just try not to get her killed.
No worries. We are good at what we do.
Pearl! Oh, go ahead, Madeline.
So I said she'll be safe with us. We'll make sure she gets back safe.
Okay. Pearl! And this half-elven, kind of 17-year-old woman in just a simple white frock comes over and goes, yes? They need to get to the old signal point on the river. Can you take them down there? Do you have a sword or something? Yeah, I think there's one over by the... Okay. And she goes and grabs the sword, puts it in the sheath, belts it. Hi.
Hi.
Lawrence is gonna look quizzically at Daniel with that raised eyebrow of like the unarmored person. Really?
She's quick.
Okay then.
You run around in armor around here, you're likely to get caught or heard.
Lawrence looks down at his breastplate.
I
Good
also
point.
look down at my breastplate.
And I have found that a fist from a giant is far more traumatic injury when there is metal that staves in your chest rather than the simple squishiness of the chest itself, which is also super painful.
Just gonna like look slightly alarmed over at Rolf.
What are you looking at?
No matter what, I feel like your sternum would at least crack, especially with that.
Oh yes, the sternum cracks, but the thing is, when the metal caves in on it, it actually adds to the force. I have seen people's hearts stop.
I was about to say, even like a pierce wound that way, I could do that.
Yeah, absolutely. A pierce wound, and the thing is, pierce wounds are actually better with metal because at least you have a way to kind of easily break off a shaft without harming the dermis, and you can just use the armor for that when it's in there, you know?
No, that makes sense, of course.
Yeah.
We're talking shop about chest wounds.
Yeah. Cool. And Pearl will be like, you two done? We gotta... Come on. Fine.
Oh. Okay, yeah,
Alright,
sure.
let's go.
Okay. We're going.
Okay. Follow me. Everybody make their stealth checks.
I wanna.
Oh boy.
Assuming 34. There you go.
All right.
Take that,
26,
breastplate.
27.
That's much better.
And 17. Let me make a quick roll. Okay, super blind. Just letting dice decide tonight if they see you or not. I have random encounters set up in case, but so going down, we don't have to oversauce this dessert. You make your way down through the same kind of way that you came up. First, you're in the cavernous sort of built-up side of the city, and then you're down into the open-air wreckage that is like the 3 blocks on this side of the river. Getting down there, there is a single, what we would think of as like a telephone pole, but a single, tall wooden pole kind of just sticking out at a little bit of an angle over the river. And the river here is about 100 feet wide. And it's interesting as you get down here, you see all the bridges have been destroyed. There used to be 6 bridges that crossed the center of Gorna. And as you look down the river in either direction, you see just the wreckage of the like original pillars on the sides of the shore of each of them as they wind down. There's old beat up carts in the river here. There's just, you imagine like someone has used a place as a trash dump for the last 3 years. That is what the White Oit River looks like through this part of town. It is just destroyed along with everything else. But she raises up. It's interesting. It's not a flag. she looks around and she digs around in some of the scrabble kind of around the pole, and there's a small pot, and the inside of the pot has been smoothed to the point of being highly reflective, and she hooks it onto a handle on this thing and raises it up real quick so that it kind of reflects light as it swings, and so that it doesn't look like someone's waving a flag. And she goes, "Now get down. We gotta wait."
That's really smart.
Yeah. I didn't think of it. It's not mine. Probably one of the people who got captured thought of it or something.
In an effort to sort of like get his mind off of this, Lawrence is going to get nosy and sidle over to Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hi.
You know a lot about that doctoring business.
I've been doing it for about 100 years now.
Yes, the conversation you were having with my friend Daniel was very a lot of stuff I didn't understand. It was very impressive.
Well, a lot of stuff that you say I don't understand, like when you talk about fighting with Filbert and like different stances and different like ambush strategies. I don't know anything about that. We all got our thing.
Did he sound like he knew what he was talking about? I would hate to think that I let him go as a squire only to become a mediocre doctor.
No, he seems like a pretty decent doctor. He's got the right foundations. With some time, he'll be really good. And plus, there's not a lot of really good equipment here, obviously. So definitely, with what he's been given, I'm pretty impressed.
Yes, he always was a very impressive lad. He took direction very well, and he was always very, very kind to my sister, who hopefully we're going to meet. But never creepy about it. He was always just very nice with the ladies. Never any complaints that I heard.
I was about to say.
Lawrence makes a face like, what am I doing?
Ellie kind of looks over. Sometimes you just look into somebody's eyes and you see that twinkle and you're like, mm-hmm. They look like either ladies or guys or person seducer. I don't know. What do you call it? Like, but no, I could
a ne'er-do-well, I think.
I don't think it's ne'er-do-well, just flirty.
Okay, yes.
But no, he seems like a good guy. I mean, thanks to you were like he was your squire. I'm sure he was with you for how long? Like a year or something?
Oh yes, just a couple of years. Yes.
That must be really, really satisfying, being able to train young people and be able to see them grow and strengthen and go on to do successfully in their lives.
Lawrence is flailing, so he's going to move on to the big guns. Yes, and he was one of the people that gave me the courage to begin courting my fiance.
You have a fiance? And at this, Ellie's like, you haven't told? Spill.
Well, we haven't had a lot of time to talk about this sort of thing. I mean, I know nothing about you. How are you in that arena?
And her face is kind of... See, with me, it's kind of difficult, especially because most of the people, at least before that I saw, it was more of a, when you're trying to like heal somebody or somebody's mind, or if you're in the camp where that's your job, it's a little bit hard to have like personal attachments, but I'll have you know.
So it sounds like you'd probably need someone who was in the same field as you.
I mean, maybe. I'll have you know, back in the day, I could get some. Was pretty flirty.
For your reaction, there was amazing.
Lawrence is actually gonna get like really flustered at this because Lawrence is like not doesn't talk about this stuff very much. This was very calculated. Now he's in over his head. As soon as you say I could get, Lawrence just kind of coughs and his face is very red and he's a redhead, So it's like really comical right now.
Oh, I mean, and Ellie obviously notices this. I mean,
Well,
I've
good
dated
you.
some people.
That sounds fulfilling, I suppose.
Can we hear them both talk?
I assume so because we're all in a small
Like,
space.
well,
Yeah, you're all just sitting there. They're just like whispering to each other like this, waiting for another group of resistance folks on the other side of the river to signal back. And they're just talking about dungeons and feelings. It's cool.
well, Miss Ellie, you certainly do have a admirer in this camp. Turns out.
It takes a real special someone to form a lasting relationship. I'm cool with. And I turn to Sir Lawrence. All right, side eye Sir Lawrence. Temporary arrangements. However,
He just fiddles with a little simple gold ring he has on his hand, and kind of like looks off to the distance
but
awkwardly.
I've gotten my fair share of proposals in the past, like marriage proposals, but unfortunately, not quite yet. Maybe somebody will come around. I don't know. But you've got a fiat. Is that what the ring is for? We need to have a personal talk. I feel like I don't know enough about any of you.
Oh yes, her name is Wilhelmina, and she is the light of my life. Her father has gone missing, and
Oh no.
until we find him, I do not feel we can be wed. So
That's I'm sorry. There's a lot at stake here in this war.
And she is safe though, right? Correct?
yes, she is
Oh,
back.
good.
That's good.
Always have a good reason to return home. Good thing.
But wait, were you doing all of that because you were trying to hook me up with Danny, the doctor?
Hey, guys, we got the signal.
All right, let's go, guys.
God,
you have to
I
find
imagine
the
this
most
is what- I
narratively
imagine-
appropriate thing.
I imagine this is what this sort of thing is happening with Harshnag, and Harshnag is just like sitting there with the two teenagers, just like, this is awkward.
So Ellie kind of buzzes off, and Lawrence just like breathes deeply. That was.
All right. As you will look across the river, feeling less awkward now that there is business to hone in on, you see another pot. This one is hooked over the side of like the pillar of a building that's still existing, and it kind of slaps once, just to get attention, as if a rock had fallen, and then you see it, and then really quick a head pops up and pops back down, and she goes, "All right, that's it. Y'all got to get across the river here, and if you go over to where that pot is, there'll be somebody waiting for you."
Okay. Is this
This
area,
will
is this spot
require-
clear?
Swim checks.
What?
Oh, nope.
That's
What
even-
athletics.
What
It's
even?
athletics.
Water walk.
Okay.
You can walk on water too if you have water walk.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
Oh,
love
you
to
said
look at you like, what?
all the armor. Oh,
Gosh. I got 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do I do this at disadvantage?
Yes, you would do this at disadvantage if you were wearing heavy armor.
Okay, I'll go with 3.
Okay, let me try again. Okay, I got an 8 that time.
Nice, nicely done. Yes, we got a
We
21.
sink.
We got an 8, a 3, a 19, and an athletics check from Ellie.
Ow.
Oh no.
Okay, so
I was trying to see if I had any spells, but I don't.
I have spells.
I just
It
felt
may
that we jumped.
it's deeper than any of you expected, which is actually weird because Sir Lawrence, you actually know how deep it is, but as you're going out there, it's deceptively quick. You get about 10 feet in, and Ellie and Lawrence and Rolf all start to slip off their feet, and Maddie, you're the only one who's still like able to retain your balance. How do you save your party from getting swept down the river?
All right.
At level 12?
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna hold the spell, but I'm just gonna cast Water Walk just to
Okay.
I'm gonna save this. But
and
we're gonna. So so it'll be like, so you'll do the casting, but at first they'll sink, and then they'll just kind of like slowly like pull up until like they're at the top of the water. It's really weird. It's like walking on like Jello, and then like getting steady, like more solid until they can walk on it.
Yep.
I have an image of when we were starting to get swept away of Ellie just like leaping onto Rolf and like gripping his head, trying not to get swept away.
Oh no, it's the drowning.
Yeah. Sorry, Rolf.
Okay.
Have mercy!
All right, so that is. Let me mark that off.
I'm tiny. You have lots of muscles.
You make your way across,
sinking, though.
stepping upon Jello as you walk across the water, making your way to the opposite side where there is still this giant field of rubble. And as you come up to this destroyed building where you saw the pot on your head, this like 16-year-old kid pops his head out. And he's got kind of this dirty face, and like it looks like he shaved his own head. He's wearing a simple sort of like cinched at the waist tunic and brown pants and kind of really beat up brown floppy shoes. Who are you? Who sent you? What are you doing over here?
Dr. Dan!
Yes. I'm Sir Lawrence Andrew Wells of Corner, and I'm sent here from Dr. McCoy.
Oh, Dr. McCoy sent you? All right, come in. And he'll take you in. Where are we going? Who do you gotta go visit?
We have to go to where they keep the prisoners, but we need to talk to who you have on this side first.
What do you mean, who we have?
I'm gonna look at Lady Madeline. Clearly, Lawrence is confused.
Take to whoever's in charge here on this side of.
Yes, that. Yes.
Anybody in charge over here is in the pen?
Well, the most competent one, then.
Oh, hoping they'd send somebody over.
So the remainder of the leadership on your side is been captured. You're all that's left, or one of the few that's left. Is that correct?
There's about 15 of us total around the city, but not that much, no. They've taken most of us.
Do you know anybody that has information about the layout of these pens, where they are? Because
I do, yeah.
we're doing. All right.
I still try to run messages in there every once in a while.
Should we go, Sirloin? Should we just go?
All right then.
You don't look too sure, sir.
All right
It's been
then.
along.
We're walking on water. We're not sure of anything.
Dusk is starting to fall across the city at this point as well. And he'll say, it'll be easiest for... it's a hard accent to get my tongue around. It'll be easier for us to move around at night. It'll be fine. Come on, let's get going.
All right.
And one more time, I'm not... So there's this philosophy around stealthing to fail, but I feel like you're in a new challenge right now, and so it is fair to ask for another stealth check. I hate continuously asking for them, but I feel like you're in a new part of the city, and so it's a new challenge. Does that seem fair? I don't want to overdo the stealth
That's
checking.
fine. This seems appropriate.
Okay.
We're sneaking.
Oh,
Nice. Holy.
It's totally cool
I am
if I fail.
stealthing with purpose.
It's a 12.
I'm just barely missing too a natural 1.
Yeah, you
Very
are.
motivated.
All right.
Really?
What really? Oh,
I don't like these. I think this is overkill on the stealth checks. Rock.
Oh, yeah, you just said it was fine. So
I said if I
interestingly-
succeed, it's fine, but if I
Sure.
fail, it's not fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
That
No.
baby was a fighter. That baby that later was a fighter.
Hang on one second. All right. So as we go to break, our party makes a terrible mistake as they begin to move through the city and end up stumbling across the street in front of a patrol of Fire Giant and Verbeeg, and will be rolling initiative immediately upon return.
Oh, bother.
So, join us as Eliwick falls into the middle of the street, Rolf sneezes, and the rest of the party goes, "Why are you being so loud? Look, there's bad guys!" And they yell that, which means they obviously notice that you're here. And so, when we return...
I don't understand.
This poor kid's like, oh no.
Oh, what the fuck did you do? Alright, we will be back in just a moment with the second half of The Liberation of Geoff. Stay with us. Boink. This is my microphone. It is on, and so is the desktop audio, and we're back for the second half
All right.
of our Liberation of Geoff episode for this evening. Episode 9. Family Matters. Family Values? I don't remember what I called it. I called it something. Family Matters, right? Because Urkel. Okay, so our party was sneaking through the fire giant held side of Gorna when 2 of our party members rolled just like absolute crap, even having a +10 on their stealth rolls, and stumble in between a party of fire giant and Verbig on patrol through the city, and that means combat. I need everyone to roll initiative.
All right, let's see. Come on.
Would anyone like to run Colin?
No, thank
I know
you.
nothing of him.
That's fine. He's a fighter. I'll do it. It's cool. It is super not hard. Boink.
I say I
God,
could try.
What is that? Okay, good. Excellent.
No, I didn't mean to roll a hit die. What?
Oh,
there
right,
we go.
I need to grab my. Sorry, I'm trying to grab the thing. I've got
How
it.
dare
Ow,
you?
There.
Maddie,
It is-
you're always just like on top of it, no matter what.
Really weird not having Filbert.
Right?
Our kids are
You
murdered
start to
together.
feel a little naked without your team. Who else do I need to roll for? Oh yeah, the fire giants.
Oh, I need to roll initiative. Gosh, I was just like, I'm ready to
Indeed.
fight. Okay,
Man,
no,
fire
no.
giants are just the worst. Okay, there we go.
Let's see.
All but one person has rolled their initiative.
Hold on. And boom! Okay, I got a 9.
I got a 9.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I'm ready to fight.
Insult, grumble.
Here I
That's fine.
go.
All right. So at the top of the round, we have descending order. Do I give them a surprise round on a critical fail on the stealth roll? Screw it. It's a regular encounter. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So, Madeline, you're at the top of the round. Just to give you a description really quickly of the area, you are working your way through an alley, and what you have here is a building. Do you see that line? You probably don't see that.
Yep.
line.
Yep, I see
Oh,
it.
you do? Okay, cool. Because everything, I don't know what it is about this specific game, but everything shows up funky weird in terms of drawing lines. This is a building
it's
here.
Like light gray. I can see it. Mhm.
Okay. This is a building here. Right, and this is a row of buildings over here. And then, yeah, that's kind of what you got. There's room to pass on a 5-foot here. There's room to pass here into the street, and then, of course, you could work your way down. But the buildings essentially block line of sight and block movement unless you want to move through them. And we'll just say for ease of combat, moving through the buildings here will be difficult terrain. You hop through a window or a wrecked wall or something.
How tall are these buildings?
So this is I'll just write it here. That's a 1-story building. That's a 1-story building. That's a 2-story building. That's a 2-story.
All right. I am going to climb the 1-story building.
Okay. You can hop right
I'm
on
gonna
top
try
of
and
it.
go.
Make an athletics check. And this is not to tell me whether or not you can get on it. This is to tell me whether or not you can get on it and still take an action. Unless you have spider climb boots, which I can't remember.
I have a dash, so I guess we'll see how well I do. If I still
Yeah,
have
let's
that.
just see how well you do. Because it's climbing, and so it's a little different than just... You're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can make it up there. And
All right.
do your thing.
I'm gonna take a shot at the northern fire giant,
Okay.
and that is with advantage because I get to go before them. And I am going to, let's just take the sharpshooter shot. Let's
Sweet.
see how that goes. 1 second.
Just
Okay.
hits.
All right.
For 20.
22.
Yep.
2 plus the hunters plus the
Are you hunter's marking on it?
plus the sneak attack.
Make your sneak attack
Another
for
20.
another 22. Ah!
All right. Second shot, same thing.
Okay. Miss. Pounces right off his
Okay.
armor. All of these guys are wearing heavy plate mail.
Okay. and that'll be my turn.
Okay,
Actually, I'll make
Lawrence,
the hide check. I'll make the hide check just for
make the
myself.
hide check.
That's not the right. No. There we go. 16, first one.
Yeah, you're fine. Or as far as you
Okay.
know, you kind of duck behind the ridge of the roof. You think you're properly interposed. Lawrence.
Okay. So with kind of poking his head around the corners, can Lawrence tell just by sight and experience if these are fire giants or not? Just
These are most distinctively fire giants.
okay, then
Heavy black plate, flaming red hair,
okay, good.
kind of
I just
cobalt
wanted
skin. Yeah.
to make sure. So Lawrence is not going to turn on his flame sword.
Smart.
Because he's
Smart.
not completely dumb.
Smart.
Contrary to Colin's belief. So what I'm gonna do is pop out just next to Eliwick.
Mhm.
And I've never done this one before. Okay. I'm going to look at the first the south fire giant.
Okay.
Oh, you! We've murdered many of you before. You're going to be easy. And vicious mockery.
What is your actual DC?
Why didn't I write that down right? Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry, it went stupid. It is 16.
Well, he double critted, and
Oh my god. So that's where that went. Oh.
yeah.
Oh boy. Well, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn to Eliwick. No, every time I give it to Eliwick, never gets used. Turn back to Madeline and holler over. This is going to be easy. Don't worry about it. We've fought so many of these before. I've seen you in action. It's going to be great. And inspire.
And Eliwick gets the inspiration as the Verbigs go.
Madeline.
Wait,
Oh,
Was it
Madeline.
me?
I'm sorry, Madeline. Boop.
there we
Okay.
go. Thank you.
Sorry. And Madeline gets the inspiration as the Verbigs
Alright,
go.
cool.
There
That's
we go.
what is that? A D8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, making sure. All right, thank you.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
The
these little
Verbigs move
guys.
in. One to attack Eliwick and one to attack Rolf. Yep.
No!
Two Verbig, who are biggish, with their spears. 2 attacks each. First one on Rolf. 1. Oonts. Toots. 18 and 19.
Cease this! You shall not hit me!
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
And then 2 on Eliwick. First one.
Bring it.
19. Second one. 18. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's tough. I was about to say my
That's
armor
even
class
more.
is 19, so if it matches, that means
It matches.
hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hits.
Yeah,
Okay,
the first one's going to hit for 14 points of damage as
Ugh.
this large, not huge, large spear just kind of comes down and thrusts into your tiny, tiny thigh. And it's ouchy. But you get to go next.
Okay. I'm going to be shaped. So now I am a giant scorpion. Giant scorpion. Thank you. I know. I'm awesome. Thank you. So that means 52. Sorry, I'm just changing my stuff.
Keep in mind there has to be enough room for you to change without displacing anyone else or a building.
Well, hey, maybe I can move. I'll do my movement first.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move me somewhere where I fit.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
There we go. There you are. You are now giant scorpion sized and right there.
Cool beans. All right. So that was a bonus action. So for my regular action, I will have somebody. Wait, who did the giant spear at me? Was it this guy?
Yes, the one here. Yeah, that guy.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I get 3 attacks.
Nice.
Claw.
Hits. No, misses.
Okay.
Ooh, that's very loud. Oh boy, that's very loud. I am sorry, viewers. Okay, there we go. Second claw misses.
Okay, that's fine. So 5 bludgeoning damage plus it's grappled.
Ah! Pff, oh!
And 13 to hit with a sting.
That is also
it's
going
grappled. Does it matter?
to miss. You get advantage.
Oh, cool.
To roll
Let's
that
do
again.
one more time.
Still misses.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine.
But the 5 damage from the first claw hits, and it is grappled. Yay
Cool
for
beans.
grapple.
Yeah.
Rolf.
It's me! I'm going to swing my... Wait. No. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to move right there. And I'm going to swing my Giant Slayer axe at this gentleman here.
Nice.
But before... Oh, wait. Should I do a spell first?
I don't know. And is
No,
it a bonus action spell?
It is not. I don't have any of those. I'm just gonna swing my axe at this fool. Be swung
Miss.
with a 15.
Pong! Right off the armor.
Oh gosh darn it. And I'm going to remain where I am.
Colin is going to scoff at all of you, take flight a little, come over here, and attack.
You're gonna scoff at a giant scorpion. I'm gonna grapple you next.
And he's gonna make 2 attacks because he's level. Oh, he's gonna make 2 attacks because he's level. Yeah, that's fine. I guess he can charge, so he can make an extra attack. Nope, never mind. But both of them will hit. Boink, boink. Wow, I do less damage, but he does do 22 damage as he flies around behind, takes up a flanking position, and does some damage. But now it is the fire giants go. One of them is going to attack Eliwick. The other one is going to attack Rolf. The one on Rolf will have advantage, so we'll start with him.
He has advantage.
Yeah, he's flanking you.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot flanking was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Greatsword number 1, attack. I got a 25
That hits.
Oh my god. Oh.
for 35 points of damage.
Very
Greatsword
well.
number 2, attack. I got a 25 for 34 points of
my-
damage.
That's against me again, right?
Yes.
That hits.
Mm-hmm. Take 69 points of damage. Enjoy.
Very well. Very
Okay.
well.
And then 2 without advantage on Eliwick. What's your AC in spider form or in other form?
17.
17, first attack. Take 25 points of damage. Second attack. I am incredibly consistent this evening. I'm enjoying that quite a lot, actually. Take 25 points of
God.
damage.
Alright. My scorpion has 2 points of AP, or HP. But then after that, I'm back filled up, so.
Yeah. Madeline.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot at the northern one.
Okay.
Am I hidden from him?
You are.
Okay. I am going to take the first shot. First of all, I'm going to cast a Hunter's Mark on him. And then I'm just gonna take a
You had already cast Hunter's Mark, so you still have your bonus action.
Oh, I didn't cast Hunter's Mark. I didn't cast Hunter's Mark.
Oh,
on
I
him
thought you did last
last
one.
time.
Okay, no worries.
It doesn't. I don't think it matters too much, but yep, I'm gonna take the longbow sharpshooter shot again.
All
1
right.
second. Advantage. Wait, I gotta set the advantage thing again. Sorry. Why are you doing this? Okay, it is advantage. Okay. It's hit.
22
Thank
hits.
All right. So that is going to be 21 points of damage plus the Hunter's Mark.
So a 22 plus sneak attack.
Colossus
right?
Slayer 6.
So
and then sneak attack.
8, 38, 46.
Yep, 46.
Just big damage. Just big damage there. Yeah, 46 points of damage. Nicely done.
And then regular shot. You know what? I'm gonna take that again.
Yeah.
We need to get this guy down, and
Yep.
that might be
Misses.
17.
Clinks right off his armor.
I'm gonna use the
Inspiration?
inspiration. Yeah.
Don't roll a 1. You hit.
All right.
23.
23.
Nice. He looks
And-
pretty hurt already. He's like,
And then I'm gonna try and hide again. Use my.
okay, make your stealth check.
Actually, I can't. Sorry, that's a bonus action. So I'm just gonna say where I am.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Before we move on, I look around. Are these the only giants coming in so far that I can see?
So far, yep.
Okay.
It's only been a round, but so far, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. That's it.
Okay, Lawrence.
Okay. Then Lawrence is going to rush up against. This is a very big, right?
It is very big.
And
Hey, I'm allowed to have puns. I'm the DM.
I have no problem with puns.
That has
And
never stopped any DM.
without turning on the flame part, I am going to attack with my flame tongue rapier for 19.
Nice hit.
Okay. I'm going to attack it again.
Okay, yeah, both of those will do damage. Should you so choose, 13.
20
And-
total.
Minus 20. Well done. Well done.
And then I am going to. I definitely saw who just. It was Eliwick that got injured. Rolf got injured too, correct?
I got 69 damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'm so proud.
Then Lawrence will, because he's got the rapier in one hand, then he's just gonna kind of gesture with the other. Do a healing word at. Let's see, what level can I do as my bonus action for Rolf?
Damn.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 healing. Oh,
well,
wait.
no,
7
it's
No, no,
healing.
there's a lot.
7
Yeah.
total.
Healing
Yeah.
word.
That's unfortunate.
Hey,
That's
7
okay.
is 7
Oh,
hit
I
points
looked
is 7
at-
hit points.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
I was about to say, I'm
We
probably
we also went into all this. I hope everyone has it down. We had like a bunch of temporary hit
Yeah.
points that we should.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like 17.
I burned through those, so
Okay,
I
good.
all fine.
It's Team Verbig.
It's my turn.
The Verbig is going to continue attacking Rolf with advantage.
Please no. I suffer.
First. Will be a
No,
19,
he's-
which is just. Oh no, wait. They both have advantage. I don't know why that's not rolling. Oh, there we go. We'll do advantage.
Oh,
26. That'll hit, right?
That'll hit.
For 11.
I am hurt.
Second one. 23.
That hits.
For 12.
Ooh, okay.
What is going
It hurt me.
on?
I tried to make it decide to stop attacking you when
My scorpion thing will probably die soon.
I got myself into this. It's fine. I forgot about flanking.
You get to use it, they get to use it. That tends to be my rule. The other one is going to move around and flank on Eliwick and do the same thing.
Oh Jesus!
Y'all level 12. I get to beat the crap out of you if I feel like it. 24.
Giant kobolds.
Hits.
Yeah, these guys are a lot like giant kobolds, actually. For 12 points of damage.
Okay. Here.
Oh, wait, he's grappled. He can't actually do that. He doesn't have advantage.
Right.
So,
He
but the
does not
second
hit.
attack will hit.
Okay,
At
so
22.
the second one does. Okay.
Yeah, for 12 points of damage.
For 12? Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm not a giant scorpion anymore.
No.
What square of the 4 squares that you are in would you like to be in?
Is there one where I'm not being flanked by the two, whatever?
You're currently not being flanked at all.
Oh, cool. Where's the Rolf? Where are you right now?
I'm over here.
I've taken 75 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go as close to him as I can get. Yeah, so
All right,
probably
so that puts you here. Boink.
sounds good.
Okay, and then it is your go.
Okay, here, just a second. I need to put in my. Okay, so I'm at 102. 0. Oh, here. Does that reflect? Yes, perfect. I'm going to use my. Well, first, let me see if healing. Oh, I just need to be within 60 feet.
Ooh.
Hey, guess what,
What?
Rolf?
Yo.
Yo, 70 hit points. You got it.
Jesus!
Jesus. Heal that.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Why
do
do we
that.
always use our like highest level spells on each other? Like,
Because
you
we
love each
always
other.
almost
You're
die.
in the front. You both are in the front. You're tanking. You're front line.
I guess that is.
Yep.
I guess that is.
Do you have any
Take that
movement,
damage.
Eliwick?
Yes. I'm debating. No, because that wouldn't be very good. Can I move back without taking an? Or
Yes, because of where you shifted back into human form, you can move back without taking an attack of opportunity.
perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of get back so I'm not within the. I'm just small now.
Yes, you are normal.
I'm
you.
right here.
There we go.
I am small. Don't
Yes.
hit me.
Small.
Well,
Rolf. Holmgren.
I hurt, but not so much anymore.
I see
You're welcome.
blood.
It's spell time because my attacks definitely do not hit this big gentleman here. I am
Excuse
going
me,
to.
You are a large gentleman.
I'm going to cast blindness on
Mhm.
this lad. He needs
Okay.
to make a spell, a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, he's blinded.
What is the DC of the Constitution saving throw?
17, Mister.
I shall not be
A what?
blinded.
I'm disappointed.
Roll.
What do you think a
20.
giant's two best saves are? What do you think a
It's
giant's two
great.
best saves are?
Constitution.
And
Wisdom.
Strength.
strength.
Oh, okay.
Rigged.
So you still have a bonus action in movement. It is rigged.
I do not
rigged it.
have. I don't have any spells that I can use bonus actions with. It's very sad. If only cure anything that casts healing magic, it was possibly a bonus action, but no.
Yeah.
I'm going to shift just over here. Boop. And that's it. That's all I got. I'm like,
Is that all you got, big man?
Okay. Where is the... Why doesn't he have a... Okay, well, he's gonna make 2 attacks. 1, 2.
I dare you.
On a 20 and a 19, both of those will hit. First one for 8. Second one for 15. So that's a total of 16, and then he's going to
are you
make...
taking? What is this?
This is Colin's
God.
go.
Colin.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Colin. This is our bonus.
And then
God.
Colin, he makes a half attack, which is a D4 plus strength bonus plus proficiency modifier, so that's going to be 8. Yep. So D4 plus 8. Roll 1D4 plus 8. So he's going to take a grand... The thing that hurt... Okay. 26, 34, as he just starts laying into him with the halberd and go whoosh, 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 showing you that he knows how to do things and isn't just an insult machine. But that's his whole go. Obviously, the fire giant turns around and begins to wail on the person hurting him most, and that would be Colin. First attack, 18.
Jeez.
What is your AC higher than 18? It is 19. Second attack, 28. That's much better. Okay, so that's going to be... Can somebody math for me? 118 minus 29. Y'all with your calculator. 118 minus 29. 89. There we go.
I'll have it out next time. So.
Okay, you're cool. All right. And then the other fire giant is going to smash around on Holmgren. And still has flankies.
Oh,
So that's going to be
boy.
a crit for 40, 51, 52,
okay.
because 52. And then the second attack is going to be a crit
What?
for 45.
Rolf, I'm sorry.
Okay, 45. That's 90.
It's 52 and 45.
57.
97.
Right.
97.
97. Oh, wait. How much is it? 45.
97.
Okay, so 40, 90, 1, 0, 2. Okay. I am at 40 hit points.
Okay, you still up? Okay, good.
I'm still up.
You hear Ellie in the background. I just healed your ass. Be careful.
I'm just standing here.
Madeline.
All right, Madeline's gonna just move herself over here. Just gonna take a regular shot at this fire giant. Completely give Rolf some cover with that. I am normal. I'll take that regular shot.
26 hits.
All right.
And you have an ally within 5 feet, so technically you get the sneak attack too, right?
Yep. 17,
12.
12.
He looks really fucked up.
Hunter's
And
Mark.
Colossus. 6,
Yeah.
8.
Yep.
Ooh, he looks real bad. He
All right,
looks
again.
real bad. Again. Hits.
And that's just 16.
Tell me how he goes down.
Yep, just put like I'm at a like kind of a elevated thing, so I'm just gonna do like since he's armored up from like the torso up, I'm just gonna launch like a series of arrows in the air,
Yeah.
and just while he's fighting Rolf, it's just like they're all gonna come down like right on his like unarmored like skull.
Nice.
Put him down.
And he falls.
Backwards or forwards?
Hey, high or low?
Oh no. Oh no.
Low, low, low,
Oh
low.
no! Hello.
It's low. He falls backwards.
Oh, there you go.
And he's out.
Always go low, everybody.
And with that, it's Sir Lawrence's go.
All right.
Bolstered by that thing falling over, Lawrence is going to continue his stabbing assault at the Verbig. 22.
Hits.
22. Rigged.
Hits. Rigged. Whole game's rigged. Thing's just
11
broken.
and 13. So 24 points of damage.
Done. Nice. What the?
And then
Oh, you had flanking. Why don't you roll those just to see if you crit?
Ooh.
Roll both attacks again just
roll.
to see if you crit. Yeah.
Crit, do it.
But I already moved her to my spell page. Okay, hold on. Yes, okay.
Oh
Boom.
no. No,
And
and
boom.
no. Okay. Wow.
Wow!
I feel like RN Jesus is not so R today, and it's just N Jesus.
So then I'm gonna look over at Rolf.
No.
I
How are you doing over there? I would like to give you a little bit more healing at the highest level that I can. 6. I'm not a good healer. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's because you're a bard. Bards are medium healers. You're a half bard, so you're a medium half healer.
I'm just a,
Try your best. It's
I'm a quarter. I'm a quarter healer.
Oh.
Do your best.
All right, that's
That's
it.
the best for you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's this here?
Very big.
Hang on, I just got a weird note, and I'm back to focusing. It is Lawrence. You did your amazing things, and it's the two Verbigs goes. That Verbig is frustrated with the fact that you keep stabbing him in the butt, and his friend's gonna move over and start stabbing on you as well because you don't have another target. Sorry. So you're gonna take 4 Verbig attacks with advantage. First attack. It's 26. Second attack. 25. Third attack, 27.
Ooh.
Fourth attack, 20. 20?
20 against who? Me?
No, against Sir Lawrence. Your AC is
Okay,
19,
I wasn't.
right?
Yes, yes.
My God.
Okay.
I wasn't
So
sure.
if that's going to be 4 hits, first hit. I mean, they're little baby hits. They're 16
I would have
13.
gladly taken those.
18.
No, never mind. Never
Those are not
mind.
baby
and
hits.
13.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm still
16,
up. I'm just gonna do all this
18.
math.
18. I got you. I got a calculator up now.
Oh,
because
so do
we're level 12. You took 60 total points of piercing damage.
I. Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna knock down my 19 temporary points.
As they just come up and they're like, "No, goody. One more. Goody. Okay.
Oh.
Eliwick.
Okay, so as a free action, Sir Lawrence, you are kind of close to me. So, do I want to? Would I be able to toss her a potion, or would I have to move up to be able?
You would have to hand,
Okay, that's fine.
and it would be your action to hand a potion to someone. While I house rule drinking a potion is a bonus action, giving a potion to someone else is an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Too.
That's
It's not a
fine.
big deal.
All right. Okay.
Eliwick is a caretaker. Her first
Yes, I
thought
know.
is to help others with her potion.
No, it's. I seriously, I see somebody get hit, especially with that much damage. It's. Actually,
Giants.
Step.
let's see. Yeah, that's still one action. Let's see, strength saving throw. Yeah, let's try Entangle. I don't like this dude. I just needed to figure out if Entangle has a one action. It's just 1 point within range, and it's a 20-foot square. I don't like that because then you'd be in it too. And
What are you trying to do?
Entangle, because I wanted to make it so this guy was somehow restrained until the spell ends, but Lawrence would be right there, so I'm not going to do that.
Indeed.
Okay. Instead, I have a couple of things that I can do. I just don't. 20-foot radius. 5, 10. Oh, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I'm going to. Right there, I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
What's the radius on that?
20 feet. I believe because we're doing a square is 5, right?
Yeah. That's going to hit a lot of people. Yourself, Lawrence, and Colin
it?
included. Uh-huh.
Did I not do that right? Here,
You
sorry.
try to roll?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Never mind. Uh-uh. Yeah, let's not do that then. I'm just going to use my action, actually, because this seems like more of an Eliwick move. I'm going to move up.
Okay.
I'm going to hand Sir Lawrence the potion.
Okay.
Boom. You have a
Boom!
potion. Congratulations.
What kind of potion? Mild,
a-
medium, or hot?
High potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Congratulations. And I don't think I have any bonus action attacks except healing word, which I will use on my good friend Rolf, who is way over there.
Ow. Hello.
Okay,
Wait,
let's do
wait.
it at.
Healing word is. No, it is not a bonus action, is it?
No.
Is it?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
I think
No, it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so broke. I
You're
don't
cool.
even.
Totally fine. I got you.
We don't even know
I
how.
got you. Let's do
XD level D4 plus
5.
casting modifier.
5, 6
Jeez.
healing points. Wait, no,
no.
25.
no.
Yeah. 31.
31.
Nice.
31 healing points.
There you go.
31.
31.
Okay, that's for me.
That's for you.
Why have I not been using healing word?
I
It
don't
depends on
know.
what level you cast it at. Good
I
lord.
cast that on level
But it's a
5.
bonus action. I could have been doing it.
That is correct. You could have been doing it this whole time.
How
I
dare you?
also
Anyways.
apparently could have been doing it correctly this whole time.
Why are
It's
you
okay.
doing? Why are you
Wait,
They're
doing?
all
what-
learning.
What,
The
what-
arc
why
of the
did-
universe
weren't you
bends
doing it
towards increased
correctly?
knowledge.
Why are you doing Peter Baelish to me?
I don't know. Why not?
Oh no, that doesn't bode well for us.
All right, so why don't you go, Rolf?
Okay, everybody, can you inform? Okay, let's just do this. I think everybody's hurt, so let's just do mass cure wounds
Mass cure!
at level 5. Okay, so it's 3d8. And it's everybody within... Oh no, it's a 30-foot thing, so let's see.
Yes, everybody.
Everybody's for
Or
Colin.
except for
Okay.
Colin.
Colin. Sorry, Colin, I love you. But nowhere near me. Really? Okay. Well, that's okay, because you also...
Plus your modifier.
Plus my modifier, which is 9. No. That's my attack modifier. Plus my modifier, which is 5. Plus... Hold on, let me get the player's
14.
handbook. This is my job.
Are you a life cleric?
Yes, I am.
Plus 7.
Okay, plus...
2 plus the level of the
2.
spell.
Okay,
Sweet.
so 7, 12... That's 21.
Yes. Life clerics are my favorite clerics. I know that. By
They're
rote.
super good.
So yeah, that's 21 points of healing for everyone.
I wouldn't
Sweet.
be able to
Thank
get
you.
like temporary hit points on those extra.
No!
It's not fair.
Do not front. Colin.
And I also regain 7 hit points.
You do. You gain additional hit points equal to the spell level plus 2.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Halberd.
Ah!
Haft. Hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Roll 1d4 plus 8. No, what? Roll. Do you roll it? I roll it. R1d.
You roll good.
I roll good. All right. So that's going to be 14, 26, 35. More points of damage into this big beastie right here. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I do all the work by myself. You all suck at fighting. Look at you. I'm taking one out by myself. And Fire Giant's going to smack him in the face for talking. Greatsword 1. Greatsword 2. And that'll be 1 hit for 23 slashing. Because 12 won't hit shit. 23. Minus 23. Boink. Okay. And then Fire Giant other is dead, and that makes me sad, so it's Madeline's go. Top of turn 3.
So Matt's gonna jump. Alright, so she's gonna jump down here. Off the roof. And then just kinda like, let's climb around this corpse. Sure, why not? And then I'm gonna try and hit this very big that's like right by me.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it.
Wait, where are you? Where'd you go?
I'm on the Fire Giant. Difficult.
Oh, you're on the Fire Giant. I see. I'm
Literally
yeah,
on it.
Okay, sweet.
On it.
Yep.
Sorry, let's take a longbow shot. Let's see, please.
Hits.
It's
Did you want to move your Hunter's Mark over as well?
yep onto that one. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
That. So 20 plus.
Yeah, sure.
Attack.
Oh, it's oh god, yeah, way super, but he's also super dead now.
All right, cool.
Remember, these
Just
are giant
firing down.
kobolds.
Ultra death.
So just firing down the line. So next one
Yes.
is gonna take a shot. Same thing.
Yep.
Maddie. Madeline.
Come on. Wait, did it go?
I have not seen it yet. There it is. 21 hits. Our Queen of Dips, the Deeps.
All right, and another 24 on that. So the yep. So the Hunter's Mark jumps just from that one to the other one. And
Yeah. Yep.
Just firing down this nice like little like alleyway, just filled with giants. That's it.
Yeah. Nice. Sir Lawrence.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the one that is now all up in my business and start stabbing.
Okay. Get that stab
12.
on. Here's the thing, and allow me to. First of all, you absolutely. Oh, this one you do not have. Yeah, that just sucks. I mean, you missed. But also, these guys are not flameproof.
Oh.
Only the Fire Giant is flameproof. The not Fire Giants are not flameproof.
I am gonna bonus action turn my gosh darn fire back on.
Yes.
Okay.
Although
sweet.
it doesn't matter because I've missed twice.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that was my bonus action. So now I can't healing word.
Okay.
I'm done. That's it.
That Verbig is going to stab you twice for your
Yay.
insolence.
Hooray!
Spear 1. right. Oh, he's not flanking anymore. It's only a 13. And Spur 2. It's going to be a 26.
Oh, boy.
That'll
Ugh.
hit.
Yep.
They're little baby hits, though. It's only 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. So,
Eliwick.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
How's everybody?
hi.
I'm surprised this guy didn't try to kill me or hit me, but that's okay because
He has bigger problems. He has a flaming sword right in front of him.
It's true. I am going to use a bonus action to turn back into a big scorpion.
Roar! Okay.
Big scorpion again.
Grr! There you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
52. Thank you. And so again, with this Verbig right here, we're gonna do the 2 claw and 1 sting. There's 1 and a 2. Out. The 22 hit.
The 22 does indeed hit.
Awesome. That's 9 bludgeoning damage and
Yeah.
grappled or
And then-
whatever.
Super tail.
And 24 for the sting. Thank goodness. And that
Sting,
hits.
which is the big thing. Yeah.
Uh,
And you,
Yes.
in your rage, turn back into a giant scorpion. He dodges out of the way of the first one out of sheer fear. You grab him with the second claw and straight up impale him with the pincer as he goes down.
That makes me so happy. I killed a Verbig.
You killed a Verbig. Well, it's same size at this point. Normal size. Not very
Yeah. You're,
you know. Rolf.
All right, friends. Is anybody in dire need of healing? Because otherwise,
I'm gonna sacred flame this bitch.
Sacred
Get him.
flame.
but I'm gonna do it at 3rd level.
Get it. Get a girl.
So,
Get a girl.
let's-
Get a girl.
He has to make a saving throw. It is dexterity, I believe.
I am a fire giant, and my dexterity save probably is a negative. It is. Oh no, it's +3. Fascinating.
Oh yay!
Ice got a 22.
Oh, what?
So take half damage from. No, it's Sacred Flame's a cantrip, right?
Yeah,
I'd take no damage.
you don't take any damage, and I wait.
Wait, am I allowed to? Oh no! Okay, so I keep my 3rd level spell.
Yeah, no, you don't expend a spell slot
Fire,
when.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I should. Well, all right then. We did it.
Colin says, "Grumble, grumble, grumble. Why can't you guys hit things? You should decide of a broadside barn. Learn to shoot your spells. That's why I don't believe in magic. I think magic's dumb. Grumble, grumble." And hits on a 20 and hits on a 28. Okay. So it's gonna be 20 damage, 30 damage, and 33. Oh wait, that's the fire giant, not Colin. Oh my god, damn.
yeah.
Okay, that was the wrong
Damn.
guy. Okay, like, damn. We'll
Ye-
just keep those as the damage that will be applied to. Oh, wait, I don't have to re-roll it, as long as he's still up. So 2 attacks, 1, 2, 20 and 17's gonna miss actually, but the 20 will hit for 13, and then a halved for 1d4 plus 8. So 1d4, 1d4 plus 8. Doink. For 12, so it's going to be a total of 25 points of damage. Still up, but starting to look super hurt. It is actually going to hit Rolf, or I'm sorry, it's going to hit Colin back in the face twice. He will
Ooh.
take 1, and Nice will take the other, because they're starting to get to the point where neither of them can take a lot. So that's minus 33, and minus 33, or 30, minus 30. Okay, sweet. And that's them. Madeline, back to the top of the order.
All right, man. He's gonna go into the. Just kind of quickly duck in here. Just gonna take the hide action. All right. Let's see. Nope, that is not. Nope, that is not the hide action. That is the hide action. 26, and
Yes.
she's hidden, so she's gonna take a longbow shot at advantage. The scrolling on this thing is weird, so second. There we go.
18 will miss.
All right, second one at regular.
Okay. Oh no, an 18 just hits. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought they were
Okay.
AC 19. Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't you 19? No, you're really? No, you're 18. Yeah, they're 18. I thought they were 19 for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
But they're 18. So 27 points of damage. Noise.
Weapon, sneak attack.
How do you take down the final fire giant?
Oh,
Yep, just like as it's kind of like scruffling with like it's bringing down the hits on Colin, she just lines up a shot, waits a second, and just unleashes a shot like right in the back of its head, so it just kind of comes out the front, and it just falls.
Nice. Oh, does it fall forward or backwards?
Oh no!
Somebody call high or low.
hello!
Low?
Well,
It's low. Falls backwards.
Yeah, always bet on low, everybody.
All right.
But wait, if it falls backwards, does it fall on Colin?
No, it was facing Colin.
Oh, okay.
What with the fighting? Yes.
Aw, shucks. I mean, that's great.
All right, team. You
is everyone
after...
okay? Huh.
How we all doing?
Ellie
Just
is still a giant scorpion. Just saying, I'm staying this way because of my last transformation. So if we get into any more combat,
How long's it last?
how long does beast shape last? I don't know, like a good amount of time. Let me find it real quick.
Very well then. You
Good
heard
amount
it.
of time.
You heard it here, folks. A good amount of time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, what is the definition of a good amount of time?
Like a good,
Like
real
a day?
good amount of time.
Like
you
2
know what
days,
I mean?
maybe?
I
Let's see.
mean,
What is it
it
called?
really
Beast?
just depends.
Beast shape?
It's a good here. Sorry, I really will look it up because it's not on my character sheet.
Oh, really? All right.
No, yeah,
so,
it's not.
beast shape lasts. Spellcasting, ritual casting, wild shape. Here we go. You can use this feature twice. The druid transform into a shonen. You can transform into any beast. You could stay in the beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down, so 6.
Okay, 6 hours.
Damn nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. You are for the next 6 hours a chitinous, chittering, poison ripping giant scorpion of doom.
I don't like it.
Maddie's gonna
Oh,
climb
crikey,
the,
y'all know how to fight!
Yes, but that was very noisy, and we should probably get moving.
yeah.
We leave now.
All right. I need a bunch of stealth checks to make sure you don't all die again.
Uh-huh.
Does the giant scorpion have a stealth?
I don't.
Yeah, it's whatever plus your dex bonus.
Oh.
Oh, God. Fucking Madeline! 38?
35. That did pretty okay this time.
Yeah, 35's good.
13 plus the 10. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 28. All right. So, team. He'll
Howdy.
take do you guys need to do a long rest? Or a short
would
rest, I
love
mean?
it. Yeah.
Not a long rest. I mean, you can long rest if you want to, but I feel like you might want to get to the camp
Short
first.
rest is a big yes because I can recover some hit points probably.
All right. Okay, he'll take you to somewhere super safe. And, it's just in a basement or something where you can go safely sit and take a rest. And he will be very impressed by Madeline's shooting. How do you do that?
Just elven secrets. The elves know how to shoot their bows real well.
Can I see your bow?
Yeah.
It's fancy.
It's magic
Where'd you get it?
from a dead giant. Dead hill giant.
Whoa. Are y'all here to save us?
We're here to give you some help. As much as we can. We're here to actually see if we can get your your resistance leaders out of captivity from the fire giants.
Oh, that'd be a super help. They've started killing them. Stringing them up in front of the camp.
I look at Sir Lawrence. Might need to hurry.
What's your name? Look at Madeline.
Oh,
I was gonna say I already introduced myself.
you can call me Maddie. Maddie right now.
Maddie. I'm Hawkinge.
No, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Brave. No, you've done well for yourself surviving down here.
Oh, it's not been easy. Lost my whole family.
Same. Should we get a move on? Made
Let's
a lot.
roll some dice.
We made a lot of noise. Should get out.
I'm back to full.
10, 20,
Excellent.
30, 42, 50, 49, 70, 85. Okay. Cool. All right. Yes, roll more d10s if you need them for hit points. Or, yeah, or whatever your hit die may be.
Where are those temps?
Okay.
All right.
How
do
long
two
did
more.
that Heroes Feast thing last for? How long did the max hit point stay?
It's all day, right? So you should still have
It is like, yeah, 20. You can you? Its hit points increases by 2 to 10. These benefits last for 24 hours. Yeah.
Thanks. Excellent. So we have those floating. Cool.
Delicious.
Cool.
Good job, everybody.
Yes.
Let's remember that flanking is a thing. Shall we? I don't understand your beast speech.
Chitter.
Anyway,
Ellie is going to like very almost playfully start like snapping at Rolf, just like
All right. Are you ready to go?
I believe so.
Okay. Come with me. And now everybody give me. Oh, you already rolled your sexy stealth checks for me, so we're not gonna redo it. So that was a 29, a 38, a 35, and a 34, 22. So did anybody roll below a 17? No. So I'm not even gonna check because it is highly unlikely. It is less than 75% chance that you will be noticed. So you skirt your way through, and it's very different on this side of the city as you start to move through. It is much more open, as if they've done more work to like open up the boulevards. The houses have been modified in the same way, and many of them have actually been built together. The craftsmanship here is actually pretty impressive. The streets are much more clear. Fire giants, for those of you who have any truck with them at all, have known them to be craftsmen. And so it's not surprising that their adjustments to the houses over the last 2.5 years have been much more purposeful, much more like they have changed these houses into large above-ground abodes for giants that are much more like, they feel like they have that fire giant, like there's like metal spikes coming off of them, like fine wrought iron and things like that. And so it's a very different sort of feeling than the kind of cavernous and like Warren-like east side of Gorna. And as you begin to skirt your way through, you make your way up to the edge of the prison camp. And here what you find is this map.
Oh, okay.
So assume that there's more like buildings and shit around. So I have to ask
Holy.
Brett,
Yeah.
how much description of gore is too much?
I'm fine.
Okay. The face of your mother is one of the first things you see as you begin to sneak up to this camp. her, along with 4 other people who you do not recognize, are crucified on the front walls of this camp, facing outward into the city, cut open from stem to stern, to be fed upon by the crows and hawks who may show up. You do not see your sister. This red line here represents a wall around it as well.
Lawrence is going to look up, see this, and then turn to everyone else. Alright, well that's very gruesome, but my family is probably still in there, so we should just avert our eyes and move on.
As you say.
He's not telling them.
Okay.
I just kind of like looks Sirloin's training. I just kind of like does this, and then.
So I believe
Hello.
there is something narratively appropriate that Colin would say at this point as well, and he probably would not begrudge me for doing so, which is like
Okay.
they probably killed the weak ones first. They
Oh.
were the ones who probably couldn't. I mean, am I wrong? Is that probably what Colin
No.
would say?
No,
Yeah.
he would say
No,
it.
Yeah.
that's about right. Mhm.
Lawrence is going to look Colin in the eyes, smile, and turn back around.
I failed my insight check, so Ellie doesn't realize anything's weird here. Abby is horrified. Holy
Here's the thing: if Colin's player had said that, Britt may have engaged in PvP, but I'm not engaging in PvP with his character.
I think
when
that's
he's
fair.
not here.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I am making a note in my head.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I will also give Colin the ability to retcon that if he feels, or the
Yeah.
player of Colin the ability to retcon that. But in the moment, it felt narratively appropriate given
Yes.
the history of Zippy.
Yes.
Yeah, of Zippy, or of Colin in the game, not of Zippy. Zippy's a perfectly wonderful human being. Colin is not, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Maddie just like notes something's wrong with Sir Lawrence, and just this is
Yes,
maybe
well,
not the time.
It's probably very traumatic to see some of, his townsfolk up there.
Not the townsfolk, but specifically like.
Yes. Can I just, like, because I'm outright saying it, can I roll a deception check? Like, to try
You
to,
may,
like,
absolutely. One, of course.
Okay, 17.
Well, for fucking hell. Alright, I only got a 10. I have a decent...
Yeah, so should you wish, you know something is wrong.
I think Maddie's seen like his demeanor is different, and
He's trying, though.
Ellie
She knows
doesn't
that
notice
look.
shit.
she knows that look. Going from town to town, so this
Yeah.
is not the time to like bring it up. So she's going to stay.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's save who we can.
Scorpion. It's because she's a scorpion. I'm saying that in game. Scorpions don't have much insight.
I like that, yeah. It's because you've got all of those extra eyes and things look weird.
You have nightmare eyes.
Yeah.
So
All right,
which,
so-
which
Go ahead.
side are we on? Are we on the north side?
You are coming from essentially this direction. You can be... this is to generally show you what's up with the area, but you're generally coming from around here. Yeah. So,
Harshnag, what you doing down there?
I know, right? I didn't know who you were going to take. This was before, so... Yeah, doink. There's Lawrence, doink. Lawrence doesn't have to see any of this. Oh, no, not
Oh.
Lawrence. Oops, I did the wrong person. Where's Phil?
You got rid of Lawrence, not Filbert.
Oh, yeah, I'm a
Is
terrible
Filbert-
person. That's why.
Filbert's not from here, is he? Too? Or is he also
Little
from here?
question.
Filbert's from here, I think, yeah.
He is from
Oh,
here.
No. No,
There was
Filbert.
no way I was bringing Filbert in here.
buddy. No.
Hey, Throck.
yeah.
Little question. Would you be able to make this token my default instead of that one?
Possibly. Can you drop it for me?
I
There we go.
did.
Yes, there we go. and do that. And perhaps, let's see. So you all should feel free to discuss how you want to approach this challenge.
Let's charge in.
The tight spaces seem to work for us. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Limit them surrounding us, and maybe like create a funnel, and also create a front that we can like push on them without getting overwhelmed.
As always, I defer to you. You are a lady of wisdom.
All right, let's perhaps down these side streets coming in from the east would help us. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I can't really mark on this thing but like follow like the little. Maybe we should just like follow the little
You want to like
alleyways,
draw a
like
path?
single. I can't really draw a path. I can try. Let me see. There we go.
Oh, that's right.
So like, oh god, this thing, the scrolling is real funky on but like down these things, and just kind of create a funnel point where they can't flank us, but we can like retreat into these like single length thing, slow them down, and then we can use our mobility to our advantage. I mean, they're large, but they're going to chase through tight spaces if they want to catch us.
How big is that wall, Throck?
It is 5 foot thick stone and 10 foot high. Those verbig you see are on wooden parapets on the inside of it, patrolling.
Okay.
Do we need this is out of game. So do we, let's say hypothetically I have stone shape, would it be a lot easier like to get in that way, or to maybe make like a peephole or something to see into the stone if it's not more than 5 feet thick? Yeah.
I can't make your tactical decisions.
Shit. No, I'm gonna
good.
stay as a scorpion.
Okay, so here's what I can do. I prepared Gaius, which allows me to command a creature. It basically allows me to charm them if I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on whether or not it'll succeed or not if we want this guy to let us in. I can command him to let us in and then leave his post, maybe. And then we can go in.
Do we want a distraction? Maybe get a few of these giants going off in a different direction while we work on the direction that we're all going.
That leaves us with Colin and his griffin, possibly. But they were very useful in the fight.
I mean, I can attack, run, make my way up north, take a couple shots, make some noise, sneak away, and still return to you within like a minute.
No, because they might alert other giants and they would bring them here, possibly.
That could be true. If there's that one, is that gate closed or open to the east?
It's probably
it is
closed.
currently closed. Yeah.
All right. I have something that can make any noises, can silence an area. If we want to take out that giant quickly with no noise, I can make that happen.
Do we want to try the Gaius first?
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, we can silence and then kill him?
Yeah, I can be within the area in case that doesn't work, in case it throws it off.
All right.
It's always good to have backup plans, but I like that idea of having.
But this is my only 5th level spell slot, so that's it. We won't get any more mass cure wounds if I do this.
Okay, so we go in do we want to go in as a group?
Yeah,
Relatively
we go in as a
close by,
group.
back you up.
Because if this doesn't go well, we're gonna get into a fight,
All right.
and we can't be split up if that happens.
All right. I'll be ready. We'll be ready once.
Lawrence is gonna kind of like step away from you guys for a couple minutes, and just like he like just kind of like does a couple like breathing things. You guys maybe see it, whatever. And I'm casting heroism on myself to reduce fear.
Okay. Okay, so what is our target? Do we want to take out the lesser giants first, or do we want to go straight for this guy? Because I don't know if we can reach them.
So let's do a thing real quick. Can I get? Are you guys going to scout this out? Is that the assumption that you're like checking this place out, moving around?
At this moment, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So why don't we get one person, and you don't roll it until you tell me who makes an investigation check, and one person makes a perception check. Decide who makes which, and then one person makes it.
Okay.
I can make the perception check.
Okay.
My investigation is pretty high.
Okay.
Mine is not, so.
Do you want to do the perception?
Oh, I did it.
I was about to say, yeah, Maddie, you got this.
All right, come on. Okay.
Okay. So, additional information that you have, having a look around the place. There is also a fire giant currently there, a Verbig in that house, and a Verbig in that house. They don't seem to be paying attention to much outside, but it's likely that they would be additional reinforcements should shit go down. There is also 2 fire giants working at a large smithy up there. But one of the interesting things you notice as you're looking as well is there is what appears to be a weak spot in the wall. And it is, I'm gonna write it on the wall here. There is about a 10-foot wide bit right here. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Where it looks like it had to be reinforced recently, or somebody tried to like blow it up. It just looks weaker. Like there's been some attempt to destroy the wall in that area that hasn't been completely repaired yet.
Oh, okay. Do you want to try your guess on the straggler over here? This one?
Which one?
7th one?
This one right here?
Yep, that one.
No, because he's in the gate. He's not at the gate to let us in.
Mm-hmm.
In order to do my plan, let me draw out my plan.
Okay.
Let me freehand it. Let me use green because I'm an orc. We would go up here, and then try to go through this street, and then go right to this guy.
Okay.
And then once that gate was open, I guess we would try to either kill or avoid that guy, and try to get all the humans out the front gate and back the way we came. Or we could blow this up from the inside out and then escape that way. Is this guy in the house, by the way?
Yeah, this guy's in a house.
Okay.
This dude's in a house, and that dude's in a house.
Okay. And these guys are on, like, big, tall things.
Yeah, so this is a wall, right? It's about 10 feet high, and about 7 feet up it, so most of their body is above it, is a wooden parapet that they walk around it on.
Okay.
Mostly looking inside, occasionally looking outside. And the fire giant that's here, even though technically you can't see inside, you can see the map so you know he's there, is at a central guard post that looks like it used to be just like a gazebo.
Interesting.
Okay.
So the gayest spell lasts for 30 days.
All right, that plan seems to hold. If even with these, there's still a lot of narrow areas we can
It's just it's just a matter of which one we want to commit to. Because if we commit to mine, it has to happen fast. We have to have somebody to round up these people, make sure they don't die while we make them escape. Particularly, we have to find Sir Lawrence's family.
Well, having one of the giants like be on our take would be advantageous. To, like,
I don't know if I can make him attack his friends though,
or at least take him out of commission. At least
he'll refrain from attacking us.
That's still better than
it works.
Yeah. If it doesn't, we'll silently fight him and we'll
well, it's 60 feet, so I should be able to do it from all the way over here.
Okay, we'll do that.
But I'm more worried about how we're going to open this up if we have to escape fast.
Open the gate up?
No, we might be able to open the gate up, but if we have to go with a different plan and my Gaius doesn't work, do we have some sort of... What would it take to break that wall other than hitting it really hard?
You kind of hear the scorpion go... I'm assuming one of you know that I have stone shape. So if it seems like at the weaker point of the wall, it seems reasonable. Since it's weakened, I would be able to form a door using stone shape on the weaker part of the wall.
Ooh.
But that is up to you guys if you're intelligent enough to kind of like, I hate doing this.
No, it's fine.
Do you want to just write with your little claw?
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on the ground and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
and I say, got it, or something.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be a good way to have
2 plans.
Okay, so the question is, are we all going in at once? Together, everyone?
That's not... I mean, if...
We've
'Cause
done
here's-
this whole thing together by now, we might as well continue to do it together.
Because here's what we can do. We can try to avoid a full-on combat. If the Gaius works, then, Madeline, you can actually sneak in and find the people that we need and help them get over here.
Yep, I can
And then
get over that wall.
Eliwick can do the stone shape. The only issue is we don't know how to get this guy from stopping us, because it's going to be obvious to everybody in there that people are escaping.
We just need him distracted, is that correct? I can create distraction.
I guess, but I don't know what sort of extraction we will need. Because if we get... We had trouble standing up to 2 of these fire giants. They did
With fog
69 damage in like a round.
Okay, I also, maybe Throck, you'd be able to answer this for me. I was under the assumption that when I'm in beast, wild form or whatever, I can't do any spells whatsoever. Is that just verbal? I can't do verbal spells?
Yeah, it would. But here's the thing: you also you couldn't normally do a spell that requires a verbal component, but as long as you still had, say, opposable thumbs or arguably had hands, you could do something that only required a somatic component. But you have pincers, which cannot somat so much.
Yeah, you're right. Boo. I don't like that. Okay. No, that's totally fine.
Yep.
That makes sense.
It really depends on if we can time the distraction very well to draw enough of them away. I don't even know if that's the case. Because they might just say, hey, go get more giants. There's something going on here.
Not the big ones, it's the very big. They're smaller, they can get through.
I was about to say,
spaces.
with
Oh,
my
that's a good
giant
point.
scorpion, like even if I do take a couple of hits, I should be able to get away kind of fast. If you need me to be a distraction, I can provide that.
Okay, so here's the plan right now. I go forward, I do my Gaius. If it doesn't work, we'll go in through here. If it does work, the gates open, we send someone in to hash out an escape plan to get everyone as quick as possible over here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
That tracks. Yep.
And then we just run Eliwick you can stop these guys from following us by blocking up this pathway after you open it
Gotcha. I can totally do that.
until we need to escape.
And we're so which are we planning escaping through the open gate or
Yes.
through the
Yes.
or through the distraction is the weak point, right?
The distraction is at the weak point.
Okay,
Because
so
what I don't want to do, I don't want to alert these guys up here at all.
Yes, no, we don't want them.
So we can't have a distraction over here because it would put them on edge. And we can't have a distraction over here with these guys because they'll join the fray as well. We just want to deal with this guy right here.
I'm sure, and then Zippy can retcon this, like if.
Oh yeah, we do have a griffin. So
Yeah, we have a griffin.
Yep. And
That would be the
perhaps,
smartest.
You do diving runs or something like that, maybe like very fast
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
perhaps,
Okay.
this
You
would
did
be the
do
best
well,
place to
correct.
close our game for the day.
My
As
God.
we wait for Zippy to come back next week and maybe give
There
us
we
some
go.
Colin advice as well. We've
Yeah.
had some horrific revelations, some happy revelations, perhaps. It's been a rough day for one of the members of our fellowship. So why don't we go around and get reactions, thoughts on the evening, shout-outs, self-love for where else we can find you in the world, and maybe a little bit of aftercare if we need it. If we need to talk about stuff, I'm never not okay doing that. I'm always okay doing that on stream if we feel like we need to talk through rough things. So we'll start with Shauna and work our way around.
Okay. Wow, that was this was it's good to get back into the feelings and the hard combats with these giants. I'm happy that we're in
You know there's CR9?
some place.
No!
They hit pretty hard. But yeah, that was great. I was happy I was able to do it tonight despite with all the difficulties. And yep, playing serious on Twitter. Games as far as Hell's Rebels on Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. on Parsec RPG. It's a bunch of nobles starting a revolution in a devil-controlled city. And on Fridays at 5 o'clock, it's 2D20 Acton Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay, where we have it's a bunch of British agents trying to stop the Nazis from getting power of Atlantis, and that's going pretty well. We fought some snake men. It was terrifying, but it's been a lot of fun.
You're fighting
Yay.
Nazis, the best.
Dirty
it's so good.
Nazis.
We hit them with a wrecking ball. It was
Yes. That would be so, what's it called? Therapeutic.
it was
Oh,
Oh
it was,
boy.
it was a good time. Oh,
Is Atlantis? Do snake people live in Atlantis?
they were in Rome for some unknown reason in the catacombs. So weirdness.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
fun fact. Do you guys know the, what is it? The Lestat series, the series, The Interview with the Vampires on by Anne Rice. The latest book came out where Lestat, this is no joke, visits Atlantis
Whoa.
and finds his like either true love or some kind of weird with like an Atlantis creature. So just so you guys know, that exists out there.
Oh, damn.
Anne Rice wrote that. It's a whole
Yeah,
novel.
so that whole series, and I have opinions on these books, by the
Boy.
way.
I
Having
have
been
lots of
a-
opinions on
All right,
Anne
let's
Rice
just
in
spend the
general.
next hour talking about this because I also have feelings.
Yes! Okay.
That whole series went downhill after Queen of the Damned. Let's just be real.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, right? Like, what? No, Anne Rice, where did you? No, it's fine.
Anne Rice is just a very like spotty author in general. I feel like she has a lot of things going on.
She has a lot of feelings. That's all I'll say.
No, even in terms of her books that she writes, so she'll write that or in like occult stuff, then she goes to writing, there's a book that she wrote about the lost years of Jesus, to the Sleeping Beauty trilogy, which if you know any kind of erotica writing, it's something. It's
Abigator, I feel like your stream is like perfectly fit for such things.
no, because it's not fun or even entertaining erotica. It's really, really weird. Like,
Okay.
real weird. I'm not going to
Like-
go into it.
Just
I'll
out
tell
of
you
curiosity,
after.
because it's Snow White, do things happen with the dwarves?
No, I don't think in my mind the dwarves
Okay.
come in. There's other stuff. I'll tell you guys after the stream ends. 'cause
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
this is
fair.
right
Oh
right
wow!
on.
You want to keep this stream PG? Okay.
The
I
more
mean, not
you
PG,
know.
but we don't want like. Anyway,
You don't want. Come on.
my name's Abby, but you can find me at Abbygator Frenzy on Twitter or Discord if you have questions about this, or Eliwick, or if you want to talk about weird erotica, which I know a lot about. It's a thing. But for today's session, we're getting back to this. That was so interesting. I feel like Eliwick doesn't really know what's going on with Sir Lawrence right now, but Abby as a player knows that Ellie would like
Ellie is a player. Like, we found that out.
oh yeah,
Player!
it's true. Eliwick gets around. It's
I'm gonna
Canon now.
leave. I'm gonna leave.
no, just don't leave, Patrick or four. Anyway, yeah, I'm here and I am super proud of everybody for that session. I feel like it was really fun and Atomic, Britt, Lawrence, thank you for the Sir Bacon.
I'm
and for
not
the awesome-
here. I'm just Sir Bacon. Brit is gone.
Okay.
Aw.
Thank you, Sir Bacon. Tell Britt that was awesome.
See, I already had this too. It's not like I went out and got something. Yeah.
I think that makes it better. That makes it better, right? Yeah, okay. We're all agreed that makes it better. 4!
Hi, I'm Floor. Guess what? I do this sometimes by playing D&D. Other times, I run Mouse Guard on Encounter Roleplay. It's pretty fun. They're fighting a bear. Not really, because the bear would crush them. So instead, they're trying to basically be the FEMA of the Mouse Guard territories. It's pretty devastating and hilarious. Also, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying to make a Mouse Guard podcast because I want to do more Mouse Guard because it's the greatest role-playing game ever. And I'm also trying to make the next greatest role-playing game ever, Morphs in the Dark, which is an Animorphs hack of Blades in the Dark, which is fantastic. It's almost done. I'm desperately trying to get a show/podcast of that put up. It's going to be great and lovely, but I'm really busy all the time because I'm a horse groom and I do that full time. And that means, boy, howdy, there's a lot of horseplay. Brr.
Wordplay.
Rolf has delivered 3 human babies.
Canon.
It's very precious canon. Thank you, Throck.
You're welcome.
You've made my dream come true.
And speaking of people giving me things and then having some story happen because of it. Britt.
Well, like, due to the nature, I think, of like streaming seasons, every single game I'm in right now is in this like Brit's not having a good time. So I feel like it's to be expected. Just because like there's a bunch of things that are like about to end, and so it's at the like everyone's having a real bad day time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST, I'm on a Pro Restarters channel for a Dungeon World game where nothing good is going well for my wizard, who just got involved in like a citywide destruction shenaniganry. Wednesdays, I'm on Encounter Roleplay for my Tales of
Dalup!
I know the words. Where's the book? It's not here. Tales from the Loop game. I'm not on it this Wednesday because I have stuff to do, but it's still on. So you should go and check them out. Michael has been in chat all night, and so that's been really fun. And Thursdays is when the podcast version of my Star Wars game comes out. And that is all that I'm in right now.
Yay.
And I'm Sir Bacon, and you can find me not on your plate if you're... I don't know, I'm losing the plot. Okay, goodbye.
Hey, I'm Sean, also known as Throck Plays. I've been your DM for the evening, and we like some narrative role-playing around here. Let people have conversations, try not to push the action forward too quickly, and only allow it to come in when it needs to, because it's about the players. And so that is why our 3-dungeon game has turned into kind of a Dungeons and Melodrama, and I love every minute of it. But this isn't the only place you can find me. For the next 2 weeks, you can find me Wednesday nights at Welcome to the Party running our A Crusade of Thorns Vampire Noir campaign for the Camarilla section. 2 weeks after that, it's going to turn into a Mage by Gaslight Victorian campaign set in 1888 London as we deal with Jack the Ripper and all sorts of other craziness, which would be super fun. Friday nights, you can find me currently doing Tomb of Annihilation with our Dragon Dark Days crew at 9 p.m. Eastern on Welcome to the Party, and then you also can find me Sundays at 1 p.m. doing Warhammer Fantasy, where our team has just defeated a attempted demon summoning and are on their way to Araby for a whole new mission, which will be fun, in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition or whatever. Okay, so with that, I love you all. And today was a good game, and I'm glad we got to play. And we will play again next week, should all things be working out. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. And last but not least, I love to share the raid. So let us go forward and do the raiding of Dumpstat Charisma, our dear friends, who are doing, I think, a talk show tonight? I don't remember. It's something Dungeons & Dragons related. And so we want to go share our role-playing love with our role-playing friends at Dumpstat Charisma. But I can't talk anymore. Okay,
Dump that stat.
I dumped that stat. All right, so everybody wave and say bye, and then once I see everyone wave on the stream, I can click it off and say bye. Bye. They have like a 30-second delay on this channel. I don't understand why. Okay, there we go. All right, we love you. Bye. We love you. Everybody, there it is. There's some waves. Okay, bye. Okay. And we're out.